Hey, what's up, everybody? I wanted to start this stream way earlier than I did. I wanted to start it at like 10, but I had to do something first. You know how it is. But it's fine, whatever. We started a little bit late. We're here all the same. None of you guys are going anywhere. A lot of you guys are snowed in, trapped, fucking caught up in a winter storm, buried underneath snow like you're living in Siberia. Weather ain't that bad where I'm at. It's really fucking cold, but that's it. We don't really get snow that often. Part of the South that I live in. We couldn't handle it if we did. If we did, we would be fucked, dude. It's like when Texas likes to talk very tough, even by like Southern states standards. Southerners, we like to talk tough all together, but Texas especially, they talk so big boy, and then they got hit with that one snowstorm that buried them under like a whole whopping 2 or 3 inches of snow, and it's shut the whole fucking state down. You would think Santa Ana just rose from its grave and reinvaded Texas again the way it shut down the state. So yeah, we're not good when it comes to like really bad winter weather. But it's straight. Anyway, just want to go ahead and start off the stream, just telling everybody to go and look at where the VODs go. This playlist right here, all the VODs go here. This VOD will also go here when the stream is over with. And look, we almost got 10,000. Some of you guys are actually going to look at the playlist with the stream VODs. I appreciate that because I don't like keeping them up. I will shut another VOD down once we're done with this. Anyway, we're about to get on Richard. Of course he had to. He just keeps, he's just the big fat gift that keeps on giving. Mighty Pingus, thank you for $20 right off the bat, bro. Dropbox Dickers isn't cold despite the winter storms. He's got insulating blubber. First time I've ever been jealous of Dickers. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Our infrastructure isn't built. No, it's not. Southern infrastructure is not built for the cold. We are not built for that at all. So before we get started, there's this one clip. When we were doing the tier list, this is what I wanted to look at. It turned out it was fucking, I don't know whether Richard Burnell, whether he pinned it after my tier list stream or whether it was always pinned and I just didn't notice. But this right here was what I wanted to show you guys. This clip of Rich saying, this was supposed to be, hold up, it's actually too big. This was actually, it's fine if it's big. This is the clip of him saying how he's going to leave the United States because Trump just made America is becoming a fascist hell state where Trump's gonna put everybody in camps and shit. So he has to get up out of here.
Yeah, I know. Dude, I gotta get the fuck out of this country. I'm done. I'm done. I'm tapping out.
The fact that Disney,
Like, I'm literally gonna get the ball rolling in October. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
October of last year. This was in 2025. September 2025 is when he said this. It's October has been gone, bro. We're in January. We're in big 2026. It's like almost half a year since you said this, Rich. How good are those preparations for you to move to Canada or Australia or whatever white country you're going to abandon this fascist state from? Because we know you aren't moving to a brown one.
he would give into this. Now, by the way,
Yeah, I'm just definitely gonna get my passport spruced up. That's for shit sure, at least.
You don't already
Like,
have
dude,
one?
I have 3 kids.
Of course he doesn't have a passport. This nigga doesn't travel. Probably doesn't even leave his city that often.
I have a daughter with special needs. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Wouldn't the fact you have a daughter with special needs mean that, wouldn't that like give you incentive to not leave? Why would you leave behind the country with some of the most advanced research in treating the condition that your daughter have for, I don't know, someplace in Europe? I mean, they have free healthcare there, so I don't
want to just.
But uprooting your daughter who can't see, even if you do move to a country with equal amounts of living standards, that would still be bad for her and for your kids in general.
Focus on rebuilding myself and, you know,
rebuild. He's been saying I'm rebuilding myself. He's like the Quartering. The Quartering and Rich both they're always talking about how they need to rebuild themselves, how they're trying to rebrand themselves, how they're trying to take themselves and their content in a new direction. And then the next year gets here and they're doing the exact same shit they were doing 5, 6, 7 years ago.
And I'm not just talking about YouTube. I'm talking life all around. I can't sit here worrying about my kids and then...
Do you do that anyway?
Watching at warp speed a fascist dictator.
Nigga, he literally doesn't... I don't even think he really thinks about his kids until other people brings them up, right? Until some of his detractors, some of his trolls bring up his kids and then he remembers he has them.
Your ship take over this.
Because he doesn't act like he gives a fuck about them at all. I mean, saying I'm going to leave the country, gonna uproot my life, uproot my children's lives, because Orange Man is too bad for me to keep them here. That doesn't sound like something a concerned father would do.
Whole country. And seeing that there's tens of millions of people that are MAGA Republicans that are okay with it.
Comic Book Chat donated $10 through Super Chat. You can't just move to another country and do. YouTube has looked into it. Each country has their own requirements. You have better shot if you get into a trade first. Also, you still have pay taxes in USA.
It's like, I didn't think about any of that. Like, literally, I didn't think about any of those things. I thought I could just pack up, get a passport, and go to wherever I wanted. No, Rich, that's not how this works. Countries, people don't understand this because America is very loose when it comes to immigration. Both legal and illegal immigration, we're very loose to the point that you can just have motherfuckers who just walk over the border and they can stay here for years. And then if somebody tries to tell those niggas to go home, other people will get up in arms about it, right? So he just thought, I can just do that. No, you can't do that. You can't just move to some European country or move to Australia or move to Japan or whatever the fuck and just do it like that. You can't even do that with Canada. You would think if there was one country, Canada is the country that the Americans could just move to if they got sick of America. No, Canada actually has strict, I actually don't want to say that. It depends on where you're coming from. Canada has stricter immigration laws if you're an American or you're from the UK or you're from New Zealand or someplace like that. If you're from India, if you're from Pakistan, if you're from Nigeria, you get like the express freeway into getting Canadian citizenship. It's very weird. I don't know how it works, but it works like that. Chaos in Control, thank you for $1.99. He's going to Canada for Maid for his blind kid. Giga Todd Howard, real, thank you for $5. The casino gave up on Dickers. We need you more than ever now. Suffer, regurgitate Kyle Kukletsky, USA. Giga Todd Howard, real, thanks for another $2. RTU isn't India enough to immigrate to Canada. Yeah, he's not.
I gotta get all right, listen. You gotta get into a trade. Okay. Interesting.
So I'm just saying, now might be a good time to like go get a job and get some job applications out there. Maybe go, sing some fries or maybe Uber driver or something, something like that. Now might be the time to dip your toe into the lake of something else.
One thing I do appreciate about Phil, even though he is in no place to ever talk to anybody like this, except for ReviewTechUSA. Phil truly believes in his heart, and he said this, that he considers Rich beneath him. He really thinks that ReviewTechUSA is just an inferior creature to him. And for Rich is one of the few people on earth for who that's true. Jeremy, I would also arguably say, if not below Phil, is equal to him. Because I really do think that Jeremy's been e-begging on the internet more than Phil has. So they're about equal. They're about on par with him. If we were going to make a subhuman tier list, all three of them would be about in the same tier as each other. So anyway, I just wanted to look at that. And we're going to look at a little bit of these, some of these highlights from Rich before we get into the two recent streams of his. There are only two recent streams we can get into because he keeps deleting his old streams, and we're going to get into why he's deleting them. I don't quite buy the reason why he says he's been deleting them, or why he says YouTube's been removing them either. But we'll get to all that in a minute. First, Germ70, thank you for $5. No, stop lying. All Rich needs to do is get on the yellow boat without his daughter to brave the icy water to Canada in order to own the haters. True, that's all you need to do. Just pack your shit, get a canoe, and just sail across the Great Lakes from Chicago to Toronto or some shit like that. That's how that works. Duct Tape Lady, thank you for €2. The king of hate. True. Rich is one of the few people who Phil can hate without, everybody just going, yeah, I guess Phil has a point here. Only one of the only people who Phil can do that to. Anyway, this is from Richard Bennell, one of the top tier RTU detractors, RTU A-logs on Twitter. Dickers is going full Cyrax and is threatening to murder ICE agents. Rich said this on Facebook: ICE is declaring war against us. I have a shotgun and will use it if need be. That is all. Rich, how can you... First off, this is so irresponsible. It's so irresponsible. Dude was just talking earlier in that clip we just saw. Over a year ago in September. Well, it wasn't over a year ago. It was like half a year ago. In September of 2025, he was just talking about my kids. I gotta move because of my kids. All the time, whenever anybody like makes jokes about his daughter, which, I don't condone. I read the super chats. I chuckle at the jokes. I myself try not to make jokes about any of Rich's kids. But, he always gets up in arms about this shit whenever it happens. And it's like, bro, if I care about my kids and I also care about my livelihood and don't want my shit to get fucked up, one thing I'm not going to do is like LARP as a revolutionary, LARP like I'm fucking some militant Antifa motherfucker and say I'm going to start shooting federal agents. Like he's Fed posting. This is what he's doing. This is what Nick Fuentes was doing prior to Jan 6th. Like what are you doing, dude? You can get picked up. ICE will visit you to your house. Here's the thing. ICE could legitimately, some federal agent, well, not ICE, but the FBI could legitimately, if he keeps making posts like this, they could knock on his door and they may not be able to arrest him, but they would visit him. Are you going to like fucking get the little shotgun that you were going to shoot Grace Thorpe or her dad with, supposedly? And you're going to like fucking, you're going to pull a boogie on the feds, on the glowies? Is that what you're going to do, Rich? This is not what a responsible father would do when you have kids that you supposedly are worried about. So now we have here, this is just Rich coping. This is just Rich coping about his low viewership.
I don't know. This is getting really fucking weird, dude.
It's really low. I'm sorry that it's low like this.
I don't know what the fuck is going. Did anybody here get a notification? It didn't just trip in here?
It's my notifications. My notifications are the reason why.
Insane.
That's some quality commentary right there.
This is like, usually how many people here are watching right now? I get in like 20 seconds. You got a notification?
I don't get like 20 people here. I don't get a bunch of people here in less than a minute. That must mean that the system is broken.
You got one, Toast? All right, I'll wait for...
His bots weren't working, Ames? Is that what was going on?
See what happens.
I don't understand people who would ever bot. Botting views or botting subs. I don't understand any of that shit. Like, it's not going to work out for you. It's really not.
This is fucking wild. You did? Okay. Maybe YouTube's doing that weird trickle shit. I was getting above average viewership for a few days. There was that other... There was that one period before, but now it actually seems like it's worse. Even got back to me.
Maybe people just aren't watching you. Maybe people just don't fuck with your content anymore, bro. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe this is a skill issue.
I had to remove the streams. YouTube is absolutely up to a management level not telling me. I don't know if it was lolcow. So I'm like,
oh, it was lolcow. Keemstar is after your ass, bro.
I guess any
Keemstar trying to get that ass.
time I recovered.
He's tired of you fucking making an easy living off of reacting to his content, off of his network that you didn't even want to be part of. Well, he did want to be part of, but then he got fired and pretended like he wanted nothing to do with it.
Your pigeon.
You gotta, that's what it fucking seems like, man. I'm gonna have to start like just mailing people when I'm fucking streaming.
Who needs to show up on time? Unless you're like Ames and you're literally just going to fucking like A-log and restream the whole thing. Who needs to show up to an RTU stream right away, right? And also, you know, preserve it. Here's the thing, people, if you want to watch any of these deleted RTU streams, you really got to go to Ames. You just got to go to Ames's channel and watch them there because he's one of the only guys. It's one of the only ways, maybe the only way to watch a lot of these streams now because they keep going poof.
Like, I don't know. So YouTube won't tell me, right? They won't tell me a fucking thing. They just keep on saying, we've carefully reviewed it. What did you carefully review?
Keep in mind, he said he will shoot ICE agents if they come to his house. You're saying you're going to shoot ICE agents? Oh, we're going to get to it. He said a slur. He keeps accidentally saying slurs, you know.
So, don't know. Someone saying maybe there was an address of an ICE agent, which even then is still a fucking bullshit. If what happens is that I've been in that situation before where if there's personal information, they just request you to either take it down or cut it out.
I don't know what hole.
If someone comes to my door and tries to break into my house, ICE agent or not.
Why would an ICE do you have illegals? Is there an illegal fucking living in the basement with you? Like, why would ICE come to your house to bust it in? He has this fucking victim complex. Or maybe he wants to be a hero. Maybe that's what he wants to do. He wants to, or maybe he actually wants Glowies to show up to his house so he can suicide via Glowy. And I don't know, he'll be looked at as a martyr. Because let's think about it, right? This motherfucker dies. I mean, sure, his family, Lauren will be sad. His kids will be sad. His parents will be sad. But, you know, nobody's going to give a fuck, for real. But, you know, if he dies, if he's like those other niggas in Minnesota and he ends up getting domed by fucking an ICE agent or any sort of federal agent, he might end up being remembered as a martyr like they are. So maybe that's what it is. He wants to go out in glory because he can see how he's going to end up sunsetting in the future and it's not going to be anything glorious.
With no
people aren't even going to remember the heights of his YouTube career because his fucking original channel is gone. Bro has no legacy anymore.
warrant and no right to be there. Yeah. I have a firearm for a reason. Yes, if I need to defend myself, ICE agent, whatever, someone just looking to rob me.
I don't know what hole.
If I have to defend my family and myself, you will get lit the fuck up.
Minneapolis made.
This is the way that somebody who's never been put in an actual self-defense situation talks. Like, for the first time, even the Thorpes didn't really put him in a self-defense situation, right? It was like, what would happen to the Thorpes, it was the equivalent of if some snotty little kid threatens to fucking come to your house and ring your doorbell once or twice at night and then run away from your doorstep. That was what that was. Grace literally said, I'm going to show up at your house. I'm going to show up to your front door on your doorstep in a chicken costume. That's what Grace said. And he fucking, bro, he went insane. That's the reason he has a gun. He bought a gun literally to defend himself from a 22-year-old girl in a chicken suit. That's the origin of how ReviewTechUSA got strapped. This little ass cheap firearm that would probably break his wrist if he tried to shoot it. Anyway, moving on. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm missing a lot of super chats. I'm sorry. You guys are sending a lot of them at once. Kyle Loam, thanks for the 199. Possible Kyle Kalinsky vid. You know what? I would say maybe, because I don't want to make it a thing where I'm going at people, making videos about people just because of their politics. But if they're being retarded too, right? If they're being retarded and engaging in lol-cow shit, as Kyle Kalinsky has always done a bit of, but has been doing a lot more of lately, then yeah, I could get into that, right? If Nick Fuentes was more sane, if he was less of a lol-cow, I probably wouldn't have ended up making that documentary about him. But when you have a decade of you just being this fucking weirdo, then of course I'm going to talk about you. So yeah, I could possibly see a Kyle Kalinsky vid, a political lol-cow video in the vein of Laura Loomer or Nick Fuentes, sure. Gigatod Howard, real, thank you for $2. RTU stink would even cause SARS discuss. Abyss Walker Rat, thank you for $5. Rich trying to go after Ice when he's too scared of a little girl. Your buddy Brady, thank you for $2. You mean knock on his parents' door? Yeah, knock on his parents' doorstep. Woke Millennial, thank you for the $5 Canadian. Dickers really is the worst. He reminds me a lot about people I've known in the past that I hated, but he's somehow even worse. Shocks 1989, thank you for $10. Where is he going to be deported to? The island of fat misfit toys? Aviator Dans, thank you for $5. Keep up the great work, Mikey. Love all your vids and streams. Love seeing you on the farms too. Proof you're a real one. All right, thank you. Now this clip right here, it's a little bit jokier, right? Like somebody, Rich right here, he's trying to spam a fart sound over his address so somebody can't dox him. Now, as we know, as those of us who are familiar with RTU know, it doesn't even matter because his dox is already known. We know where he lives. We know the house he lives in with his parents. We know his baby mama's house, which he also accidentally doxed. He's actually doxed himself and his family multiple times. But this time was, I don't know. Maybe he's worried about YouTube taking him out for this again.
Sad Soci90 donated $4.99 through Super Chat. It's Mackenzie Masucci again, Rich's daughter. Sorry for the old info. Our new address is 28 Meadow Court, Carmel, New York. Also, ones, stay gay. He streams on it.
So what do I do with that?
Very smooth, Rich.
Oh, I know what I have to do. How do you disable the chat?
It just occurred to him. Wait, hold up. They could still read it in the chat. Maybe I should get rid of the chat first.
Yeah, that was my actual address.
Why don't you just mute the stream? Wouldn't muting the stream also mean that you mute TTS? Right? Just mute the stream.
But don't worry, YouTube will be glad to give me a fucking strike on it. I gotta come back.
Hold on, let me show you guys. Let me show you guys something real quick. See how easy that was? See how I shut everything down? The whole stream just went dark in just like 3 seconds. Rich never thinks to do that. Can't mute his mic whenever his parents comes in. He can't fucking mute TTS. He can't turn off his stream, period. You don't even have to turn it off, nigga. Just turn off the screen and mute your mic.
Alright, I have to come back.
I don't know what.
So, what do I do?
This is the wizardry, the OBS wizardry I was able to figure out within my first few weeks of streaming.
Don't know what hole.
At Phoenix 12157
what do I do?
Donated $19.99.
What's the answer to this? I get punished
for it.
for
Back
it.
to the Discord. I cannot interact.
I did report the account. YouTube doesn't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They side with
Will YouTube really take you out for doxing if what's getting doxed is your own address? I mean, that doesn't seem... I mean, somebody else is like making a victim out of you, really. YouTube gonna punish you for being a victim of a doxing? I don't know, that doesn't seem very fair if it's true.
Side with the people that are doxing me. So what do I do? What's the answer here, YouTube? I want to fucking know what the answer is. How do you stop the fucking chat?
Anyway, that was Rich's. He's been having a lot of bad moments on stream recently. one of the many reasons why a lot of these streams are gone. He keeps saying that it's because of YouTube. He's going to say it's because of YouTube. He's going to say it's because people are flagging him. His trolls are flagging him. LolCow, Keemstar flagging him. 8-Bit Eric is flagging him. He says YouTube is flagging him. YouTube can't flag you, Rich. You can give you a strike, but it's like, no, YouTube cannot engage in, what do you mean? YouTube is flagging you. What do you mean? Anyway. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So Critique the Critics, one of our favorite clip channels when it comes to RTU logging, along with ReviewTechUSA, is he showed up in Rich's chat a couple days ago, as is his right. Anybody can show up in anybody's fucking chat if they want to, unless, you know, if you don't like it, nigga, then ban them. Ban them or block them, which he would, because Critique the Critics casually... Well, no, he didn't even, like, bring up his kids in chat. He didn't even do that. Here's what he did. He typed an emoji, and then... Well, you guys are going to see it in the clip. But he goes to his channel, and then he's like, oh, see, you're talking about my kids. And it's like, you'll see. You'll see.
Yeah, I thought I knew who you were. I'm using my children for content. All right. Interesting channel.
You are. What else would you call you bringing your kids on stream? And it wasn't a spontaneous thing either, right? It's not like your kids just came into frame or whatever while you were streaming. No, you had them put on some mask so they could maintain their fucking anonymity with the strangers to the internet, which, you know, is a waste of time. We already know what your kids look like, and we already know their names, and we already know their medical information because you gave us all of that shit. But you decided to bring them on stream intentionally. So yes, you did use your kids for content. You did do that, literally.
Yeah, critique the critiques. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Critique the critiques. Critique the critics?
Like, whatever. He's not...
He can't read either.
Doing or saying anything stupid. And then I'm like, wait, no, this guy said something about my kids recently. Oh, well, there you go. Oh, yeah, I thought I knew who you were. I'm using my children for content. All right. Interesting channel you got there. Yeah, critique the critiques. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, whatever. He's not doing or saying anything stupid.
Very respectful.
I'm like, wait, no, this guy said something about my kids recently. Oh, well, there you go.
Well, he didn't say anything. He literally didn't say anything about his kids. He's a clip channel. He's not even a commentary channel. He just clips it. He didn't say anything. Like, you just getting mad at a title. He doesn't even know what he's mad at. Anyway, this is the last thing. This right here. Okay, this is me, my mommy, and my daddy. Another top tier. This guy is one of the spies, one of the many spies in RTU's Discord, which is just full of. It's just full of double agents who don't actually have loyalty to RTU, and they're just there to fuck around and just be able to find shit that they could share, share on Twitter or whatever the fuck, right? So he ends up, ReviewTechUSA deleted all of his streams from the past month because he thinks Keemstar is going after people that cover the LCU. He's also now blaming ICE. Blaming ICE for getting one of his recent streams taken down.
So I am going to be refraining permanently from watching LolCow live, if that's it. If you're wondering why I'm not making the video on what happened, is because I'm going to literally need to watch the whole stream to absolutely positively confirm what I know. Because I am not backing down from this. You don't get to wrongfully do something to me and just say I have to deal with it.
You don't even know. You don't even know what's going on. You don't even know who you're talking about.
Was it exaggerating last night on stream, and I'll repeat it again on tonight's stream. I will talk about, I'll make a video on this shit.
No, don't do that. Why? See, hold on. Let's say somebody actually is. Let's say there are a cabal of trolls, or maybe it's just one guy who just really doesn't fuck with you. why would you like dedicate any of your time on stream or even dedicate a whole video to this situation? All you're doing is feeding the trolls. You don't do that.
Once a week.
How do you still don't understand this shit? Like, he talks all this shit about Phil and what Phil should do and how Phil is so bad at handling his detractors and just keeps feeding them and feeding his trolls and shit. That's what you do, bro.
Or it could be, if I don't see anything else in the stream, that I was covering an ICE protest. It's either that. It's either someone doxed me watching Lolcow Live, or me watching the ICE protest. It's one of the three. I will find out after watching the entire stream which one it was.
Okay, so let's see. Did he say anything else? Oh, yes, he did. There are other ones. Bro was just spilling his beans. Bro was just spilling his beans to just these random motherfuckers on the internet. In his
Kill
Discord.
me for having to sit through 5 hours of my own stream, though. I'll probably do it because
Wait, what did you just say? What did you just say, Rich?
Kill me for having to sit through 5 hours of my own stream, though.
This motherfucker doesn't even want to watch his own. Even ReviewTechUSA doesn't want to watch ReviewTechUSA. And then he wonders why his views are down. He wonders why people don't keep showing up to his streams. He wonders why his channel isn't growing like he thinks it should. I don't know. Maybe it's because your content is ass.
I'll probably do it. Because what I'll probably do, I'm going with Lauren to get some stuff. Excuse me.
Bro, you're not even on mic. You were recording this. You didn't have to do that. These are like 20 to 30 second long recordings of audio. You could have done it over. Why did you could have like held the phone away from your mouth.
He needs it before we get snowed in. And then I'll stream. I forgot what the hell I was saying. I had a million things going through my mind. Yeah, dude, if that ends up being it, oh, come on. Come on. That's such an egregious thing, too. Oh, wow. Yeah, dude, and even if that's I wonder if the original video is up. That's very strange if the original video is up, if there's actually information on there. Yeah, and they're probably, dude, that kind of makes sense if that's the case. And they're probably super aggressive with that now because of what's going on. Not YouTube, ICE. You don't think they're tracking everyone who's watching shit?
Bro, are you, man? Do you actually think that? Do you actually think that ICE is just tracking what, I don't know, they're using Palantir, I guess. I don't know how else they would fucking do this, right? How else they would just track down every individual streamer, every individual commentator on YouTube, Kick, Twitch, whatever, talking about the protest or whatever, and just putting them all on a fucking list so they can, I don't know, what are they going to do? Like, what are they going to do to you? What does he think that ICE is going to do for them? Like, ICE handles immigration. That's it. Literally just illegal immigration. That's all they do. That's all they're allowed to do. The only reason they keep interacting with non-immigrants, with non-illegals, is because like protesters and shit keep like interfering with what they're trying to do in Minnesota. If that didn't happen, then it would literally, you would literally only hear stories about ICE interfering with immigrants and shit. You know what's interesting? It's interesting that I haven't heard like a story yet of ICE like killing any migrants, any immigrants or anything. It's literally just like, I don't know, protesting white people in Minnesota who are the only bodies that ICE is catching. That's very peculiar to me. Anyway, like this is just super schizo paranoid. ICE is not worried about you, little bro. They are not worried about you.
Dude, if I'll look when I get back, like I said, I'm going with Lauren to get stuff that we need because we ain't going anywhere tomorrow. And Lauren's pipes froze at her house too, so.
Is he trying to say, is that like?
And Lauren's pipes froze at her house too, so.
Oh, is that a double entendre? No, he's not clever enough for that.
Her well broke. I'm sorry, she just told me that even.
Oh, maybe it was a double entendre.
Worse. So they're going to be here at my place for the storm. I'll check that. Thank you for that timestamp, dude. You're a fucking legend. I'll check that when I get back, and then I'll stream and I'll let you know what the result.
Why are you not married? Like, why are you not married with Lauren? Like, you're doing all this shit. You're staying over at her place. You're going grocery shopping with him. You're spending like you just like stay over at her place with your kids and shit. Like, what the fuck? You're cohabitating with her now. Like, nigga, just move out of your parents' place and move in with your baby mama.
Are. I'm waiting for my poo hoodie to finish drying.
What?
I'm waiting for my poo hoodie to finish drying.
What the fuck? Like, what does that mean? Is that the hoodie you wear when you shit? Like, what does that mean? Is it a hoodie with Winnie the Pooh on it? Wait, what? Your poo hoodie? I don't even think that the quartering has a poo hoodie. And if there was anybody who would have a dedicated piece of clothing dedicated to dropping a deuce, you would think it would be Jeremy Hambley. Well, they are two of a kind, Rich and Jeremy. Anyway, we're going to get now, after I read some of these super chats, because I've been missing a lot of them, guys. I don't mean to. We're going to finally get to these clips from these two recent stream VODs. Let's see. Lord Asurum, thank you for $5. First time catching you live. Just wanted to say thanks for all the content. Keeps me sane at work. Oh, no problem, bro. Rogue Dio, thank you for $2. Next doc you bring up, he has no original opinion. Oh, of course. I've said this multiple times. I probably have never said this in a documentary, but yeah, he doesn't have an opinion. In reflecting on it, looking back on it, he didn't even have an opinion when it came to gaming shit. All of his opinion. Part of the reason I feel is that why Rich has been able to sound back in the day, why he was able to sound like a reasonable person, was because he was getting a lot of his takes on shit from other people, from games journalists, from other video game influencers, from Jay, right? These are the people he was getting all these takes from. And this is the reason why he sounded more lucid back in the day compared to now when he's just like fucking insane, right? For the first time, no, I wouldn't say for the first time, because even right now, his personality and his opinions on shit just come down to shit that dudes like Sam Cedar and Kyle Kalinske and all those motherfuckers, Adam Friedland and whatever, what they're saying. He's just taking other people's talking points and he's trying to present them as his own. That's it. Rich has never had an original opinion in his life about anything. Last time he tried, that documentary we watched a while ago, it's in the VOD, by the way, the reaction to the doc. It's in the playlist, I mean. That was the only time, I think, where Rich truly did have an opinion of his own. And the documentary was him trying to be as creative by himself as he could. And it was absolute dog shit. And this is why he just has to keep taking opinions and takes from other people. Big Boss MGSV 5, thank you for $10. There is a gold mine of RTU content that is now lost media that would have made the perfect deep dive for the show. It's called Rich and Red Podcast. He creeped on the female co-host just like Jeremy. Oh shit. Maybe I need to look. Maybe. Because people say lost media, but you never know. There could be a transcript. It's like when I was looking at Jeremy's old shit and I was looking at Be Your Own IT. And I too thought that everything on there was lost media until I found the transcript to that original, the OG Jeremy Hambley, I need your help, my channel is under attack, begging video. I found the transcript to it. So maybe I could find something from there. I'll see when I get started on the doc about RTU. Beat Biddles, thank you for the 25 PLN. That's Polish money, isn't it? Imagine joining ICE only to be tasked with watching RTU streams. Oh, I would resign. It wouldn't even be worth it. The benefits wouldn't even be worth it, bro. And Glowy's be getting some good benefits. I'm not going to lie. Gigatod Howard Real, thank you for $2. They play RTU DSP quartering at COCOT in Gitmo. Duct Tape Lady, thank you for the €2. You don't have a poop hoodie, Mikey? No, I do not. I don't wear specific specific clothing when I go and defecate. I don't do that. I just go with what I'm in. Firestorm Gaming, thank you for the 4619. I mean, thank you for the 199. If Ditto was a person, it'd be RTU, no identity. Fly for Shy, thank you for 1738. Big Boss MGS5, thank you for another $2. Been watching RTU since 2013. I am a lore keeper. Wow. You might actually be one of the top tier lore keepers of RTU then. You might be one of the OG dudes all the way back in 2013. Are you a Big Cheese Crusader by any chance? Because those are like the OG guys in my opinion. Or maybe not the OGs, but very close to it. The guys who really had an ear to the ground. They were the first dudes who made trolling RTU hot. Anyway, this is going to be, everything we're going to be watching will just be Rich seething, especially when we get to his second stream. But yeah, we're just going to get into it. Hold on, I know where the timestamps are. Oh yeah, he's just going to be seething at the start of this stream. Farmer John Brown, thank you for the 199. Use AI and recreate the OG quartering bag.
These are the
I might do that just for fun.
People that if you even insinuated you wanted some kind of common sense gun regulation.
Isn't it kind of crazy? Isn't it kind of crazy to talk about common sense gun regulation when you were literally talking in an earlier stream about shooting ICE agents? Surely the government you think is tyrannical and run by fascists, if they get to decide about gun control, you're not going to be able to have anything to possibly defend yourself. Like what he's talking about here, right? The situation he's talking about is literally the main reason why the Second Amendment exists. And he's talking about compromising it because he's so fucking retarded. He would give up the guns. He thinks that ICE is going to pick up his fat ass and he would willingly give up the guns that would prevent that.
Lose their fucking minds. And they're the ones running to make sure that you're compliant.
How would you protect yourself from Grace Thorpe if you took away, if they took away your guns, Rich?
Yeah, I know. I fucked up with the stream key. I thought I changed it. That's on me. My apologies.
We're going to speed these up.
Yeah, I mean, this seems a little more normal. I've been streaming for 2 minutes. There's almost 200 people here already. But that could be also that I was streaming before. And then you have the, Second Amendment absolutists, literally people like Eric, who are snitching on people who are saying they would defend.
He's going to be talking about Eric a lot right now.
Themselves.
We'll get to it when we get to it, but he's going to be talking about Eric a lot in these next two streams.
No, I can't. I don't want to hear any excuses with these people. I don't want them. I'm done. I am done being reasonable. I'm done trying to, I don't care.
When have you ever been reasonable?
About their psychosis. I don't care that their dad belittled them and that's why I don't care that they only have a 96 IQ. I don't want to fucking hear.
He be mad at projecting. Whenever Rich starts insulting somebody, it's always projections. Like you have I have an amazing relationship with my father. Yes, believe it or not, niggas. I am black and I have a very, very healthy relationship with my father. I actually grew up with my dad.
I am done being reasonable, and many people.
We have the same last name and everything.
People are too. Yeah, I know. And the thing is, Rich, why don't you just edit out that part? Because what would have happened? What would have happened? It's a ridiculous game. So.
And he calls people incels and shit, even though the only individual I know who he's been able to fuck reliably is his baby mama, who he refuses to marry.
Yeah, what I'm hearing is someone, I think it was a jostler that sent this to me. Know what Alex is talking about? Saying I can see to that. The state turns over its voter database to Trump.
Anyway, this is just him seething about politics. Let's get to the next timestamp. This one is about, let's see. Oh, this is a very short clip. and then we'll get to something a lot more meaty. I just want you guys to hear this real quick.
Yes. Now we're at 25 members for the evening.
He's reacting to classic Phil clips, by the way, old shit. That's the only reason, you know, back when Phil, he went on side scrollers and he got fucking raped. He got tag teamed by Stuttering Craig and Matt here, right? That's what his name is. No, Adam. I'm sorry, Adam. He got tag teamed by Adam and Craig, playing the most basic rudimentary version of good cop, bad cop I've ever seen, and Phil completely fell for it.
And don't let the fascist hall monitors keep you from expressing
the fascist hall monitors
your opinion and the fact that you'll defend yourself.
The fascist hall monitors. Fascist is his new favorite word because it's the favorite word of the people he gets all of his opinions from now. Like Kyle, he doesn't even know what fascist is. It's like when in my Black Lives Matter video where I went over that Patrice Cullors doesn't really understand what being a trained Marxist means. She doesn't know what Marxism means, period. And it's the same thing with rich and fascist. He doesn't know what the fuck that is. He couldn't give you an example of it. He couldn't give you the definition of it. He probably can't even spell it. If you asked him to spell fascism or fascist, he wouldn't be able to fucking do it. But he knows that all the people he doesn't like are that. Somehow, I don't know how 8-Bit Eric could possibly be a fascist. He doesn't even have any he doesn't have any power. He's not in any position of government. He doesn't, like, he's not trying to take anybody's rights away. Like, under what definition would 8-Bit Eric or any of Rich's detractors be fascists? But, you know, it doesn't have to make sense. It's all based off vibes and how he feels. And how he feels is all of the people who are mean to him on the internet are fascists. 8-Bit Eric is a fascist. PPP is a fascist. Warski's a fascist. King Sly is a fascist, and, you know, a Nazi too. I'm also a fascist Nazi, my black ass. You know, black people, the black detractors, we aren't just fascists, we're straight up Nazis, right? You could be, see, the white people, they could be like Mussolini type fascists, where, you know, they're super authoritarian and shit, but also they don't mind a bit of diversity if they still get to do the fascism. But no, me and Sly, we're straight up Nazis. We're just straight up goose stepping motherfuckers trying to put you in chambers and whatnot. Anyway, moving on to, what is this? Oh yeah, this is him explaining why he had to delete his recent streams. And it doesn't, whenever something is going on for Rich, when it comes to his channel or how he's doing on YouTube, he can never tell you straight what's going on for two reasons. One, he doesn't really know. He doesn't understand things. And when Rich doesn't understand things, he explains them badly. Two, it's probably his fault. He likes to blame YouTube a lot. And then after he can't blame YouTube, he likes to blame people he doesn't like. But ultimately, a lot of the times, especially recently, the reason why his channel has been getting fucked up has been because of him, right? Because he did something that he wasn't supposed to, and he just didn't want to take accountability for it. Smithy Webmengerson, thank you for $2. Big ups, found you from the Kino React to Germany. Hey, nice. DezZ556, thank you for the €6. He can't move in with Lauren because her family banned Dickers from attending Thanksgiving and Christmas after the alleged Masucci micro video was leaked. Oh, I'm sure they'll be more eager to let him stay now that he's fucking threatening federal agents on stream. It's so irresponsible. It's so irresponsible to talk crazy like this and put your fucking livelihood at risk when you got fucking kids to take care of, bro. You know, if I get put on a list, this is why the reason why David Duke left the KKK is because they kept showing up these new members who would just, like, out of nowhere start pushing for other members of the clan to start basically doing what was domestic terrorism that would result in nothing but the clan itself being destroyed and the people involved in it and possibly their families getting fucked over too, right? So, and this is like Rich right now with his family. The thing that he's saying, this could have a very, very negative effect, not just on him, but on his family in general. And he doesn't give a fuck. He's so like, he has no sense of accountability when it comes to this shit. Farmer John Brown, thanks for the $1.99. When will Rich be going outside to protest? He would have to go outside, period, John Brown. Zircon's son, thank you for $2. I'm stapling my ears if a white man says fascist. Firestorm Gaming, thank you for $1.99. Mikey and King Sly making America just right.
YouTube, why did I have to delete?
Okay, so yeah, this is him coping and explaining in complete truthfulness and as much as he understands it, which is very poorly, why YouTube forced him to get rid of those streams.
I didn't know what was going on.
Because YouTube, why did I have to delete recent streams? YouTube won't give me a straight answer as to why I have a warning on my account. I have to cover all my bases.
That seems very unlikely to me. Speaking as somebody who's had a warning on his account before, now I was very lucky. I'm actually quite surprised I've only gotten a one warning on for, you know, you guys know how my content is. You know, I literally started the way I started off my quartering documentary. You guys know, it's like, Mikey, you only gotten one warning from YouTube? Yeah, and it was for the one video I didn't expect to get a warning for. It was for the fucking Jackie Singh video. For those of you who've seen that video, you know at the very end, I talk about this one girl. Her name is Lolly Chan. That's what she called herself. And she was an underage girl, 13 or 14, who used to go on 4chan on the B board, which is the worst board on 4chan. It has always been the worst board on 4chan. Never let any fucking B fag tell you otherwise. That is where Pedo Bear, I'm pretty sure it was either B or R9K is where Pedo Bear originated, is where I think. And there were a lot of unironic pedophiles on that board. Now, thankfully, it actually is slightly better now because a lot of the pedos, they went to 8chan, right? And I think a lot of them vanished when 8chan died. So, you know, it's slightly better now. But back then, when Lolly Chan was posting there, it was really bad. And Jackie Singh, who was a complete retard, who LARPs as this super hacker girl, as the bitch Angelina Jolie played in the movies Hackers in the 1990s or whatever, right? She did actually manage for like the only time to successfully do some good hacking, not just in successful sense, but also in a it was for a righteous cause sense. She was able to find out who Lolly Chan was. She found out like where her school was, and she contacted the school, who then contacted the parents with all of the information that Jackie gave her about what she was getting up to with these fucking sick, degenerate motherfuckers on 4chan. And they took away her computer, her internet privileges. And so she could no longer post weird photos of herself to these weirdos on the internet anyway. So anyway, me talking about that at the end of that video, it got it struck down. And the video is gone. It's been re-uploaded by, you know, some fans of mine who I'm very for. You know, you can reboot any, you can freeboot any of my content. I do not give a fuck whatsoever. You can freeboot the VODs too, sure, and monetize them. I don't give a shit. I appreciate it, actually. But, you know, it's up now. It's also up on my Odyssey channel. But nah, the video is gone. And I have a very strong suspicion that Jackie herself might have been involved because the strike came out of nowhere. Like, the video was literally up for months, like over half a year. And then suddenly it just went down. And it's the only video for which that's ever been the case. And anyway, I had a warning for it until November recently. Anyway, this is all me. I told you that story just to tell you that YouTube told me specifically why the video went down. It went down. They told me specifically it was for child endangerment or some shit like that, whatever it is. Right? That's why it went down. So I have it's very hard for me to believe that YouTube would take down some content of Rich's and they didn't specifically tell him why they did it. Because I remember when I made this one video right here. This video right, where is it? This video, ReviewTechUSA's Week of Humiliation. This video, you have to sign in. You either have to sign into your account or you have to verify that you're over the age of 18 to view this one because of a certain clip here where Rich takes off his shirt and they said that that was like sexual content or whatever, or 18 plus content. And YouTube specifically told me about that too. So I don't believe Rich here.
Whereas if they just told me, I could be like, oh, I don't have to delete anything. Or I didn't do anything.
I have no proof that Rich was the reason why that video got a restriction. I do know that I'm not the only person who's ever had that problem, and it's very suspicious.
Fucking wrong.
You know, for all we know, YouTube might have taken it down. YouTube might have forced him to take down those videos because he kept taking off his shirt.
If there was something there, I'd be like, all right, I could delete this, this, and this. I had no idea. So I had to take guesses. What's up? End of silence.
Was it like it was multiple streams though. He's acting like it was just the one stream. He's taking down multiple streams. And it's like, really, bro? Like 10 streams in a row, YouTube's like, you got to get rid of that?
They could have had a conversation. They did walk off.
This ain't even the first time this has happened, by the way. This is like, I remember during the Grace Thorpe King Sly era, where he was in that little feud, Rich took down like several streams, like 2 weeks worth of streams almost, of him just crashing out over the Thorpes in Sly. I remember that. Those were gone. Was that YouTube too?
They didn't give me any choice. It's fucking ridiculous.
They didn't give him any choice.
For several days leading up to that, where were you guys at?
We were around here in the cities. We were riding the train at a sister's house.
So you were around here, you mean that you were in
St. Paul. Yeah, in the St. Paul area.
So like, where in Minneapolis did you guys go in those preceding?
Anyway,
it's not a slight overreaction. That's your channel can get shut down. What do you mean? It's 100% not an overreaction. If YouTube doesn't tell you what your violation was, and there are other things that they now consider a violation in those streams, whether it be watching Locale Live, whether it be whatever, I would risk losing the channel. You got to make a choice. If I don't know what they want me to get rid of.
None of this, he wouldn't have any of these problems at all if he just talked about gaming shit like he was supposed to. Like there was an entire, let me check. Did he talk about this at all? Did he talk about the fucking, no, he didn't do it. He didn't talk about the fucking, hold on, let me see. Xbox Developer Direct. That was 3 days ago. Look at this shit. No, 4 days ago. So much fucking content. Look at this shit. Look at these people just like making easy content about the Direct, talking about Fable and shit. And he didn't do that. He's not interested. Rich is not interested in talking about video games. Nigga, look, Rich, if you're going to change your name back to ReviewTechUSA, you gotta go back to doing ReviewTechUSA things, not Rich Tomorrow things. Right? I'm sorry, buddy. I know you want to seethe about Trump and ICE and Republicans all day, and you want to talk about fucking Dark Side Phil and your detractors all day. You're going to have to talk about video games occasionally. Like, he didn't react to the fucking Xbox Developer Direct. He didn't react to the Nintendo Direct, to the Sony State of Play. He doesn't react to any of these things, and they're just easy content, right? Just the easiest shit in the world. He hasn't even made a video about any of this shit. There's no way, man. How the fuck has everybody else already been able to spam like 2, 3, 4 videos a day about this shit since it's happened, but you can't put out fucking one? Like, his priorities are so fucked. And then he wonders why his channel is in shambles.
What can I do? It fucking sucks.
The days leading up to that.
Yeah, Travis, I know that his live is different. What I'm trying to say is that it shouldn't be. Like, his live, the content on his live should reflect the content in his videos. Like, let me show you. Let me show you a better, in my opinion, a better YouTuber from the same era. Player Essence. He was part of we briefly mentioned him, both in my documentary and in my ReviewTechUSA Ops tier list, right? This is what this is what Player Essence's content looks like. So here are his videos. Oh, look, he's talking about gaming shit. Gaming shit. Now we go to his live. Man, I wonder what he's talking. Oh my God. He's talking about video game shit. Oh my God. He's talking about video game shit on his live stream and on his videos. Hey, did you know that Player Essence, he has a wife and a kid and he also owns a house? I wonder how he pays for that shit. Maybe it's because he runs a successful gaming YouTube channel that actually talks about video game shit. Maybe Rich could pull that off too if he did the same thing.
Someday.
We were everywhere. We were going to,
Give me a 4-day rundown.
oh my gosh, that's a lot. We basically just stay up all night and all day. And if we do come out here, it's for like food or to go meet with his buddy.
Oh yeah, I can tell, definitely.
And if we do come out here, it's for like food.
When we come out here, it's for like food. Yeah, I bet it is.
To go meet with his buddy out there.
I'm pretty sure that's like the main thing. I'd be surprised if you come out here for anything else.
Wherever he lives at.
I think you told the...
Definitely don't come out here to exercise.
I mean, think about this. If it was Lebroski that triggered that.
Oh, now he's blaming Lebroski. Everybody is fucking catching strays. We're all responsible. There's like this grand conspiracy to shut down ReviewTechUSA. I don't want to shut you down, Rich. Just so you know, I don't really give a fuck about what you like. I feel like you're doing a pretty good job of fucking up your career yourself, that you don't need help, right? But I will say I do disavow anybody who's like gay opping or doing any shit or flagging like that. But I'm not responsible, and I don't really know anybody else who is. A lot of this just seems self-inflicted harm on your part.
Yeah.
St. Paul cops.
Anyway, we're going to move on to the next timestamp now. Where is that? I mean, I know where it is, but it's like, oh yeah. I'm going to talk about, first off, hold on, let me see this. Okay. So first, let me, you guys can't see him. Let me show it briefly. So this right here, this is Biffy. Biffy Gumpy. Now, here's something about Biffy. I don't know whether Biffy, I hope that Biffy is a troll. I hope that Biffy is a troll who comes into Richard. No, they can't be a troll, because look, their name is lit up. They're a member. Okay, so Biffy is actually a RTU fan. I'm gonna give you a piece of advice. A nice little piece of advice right here, Rich. Get rid of Biffy. Get rid of Biffy. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that they're fucking that they're a member or whatever. Don't get rid of this motherfucker. Because this dude is more trouble than an actual troll is. Because when I was clipping this shit, I noticed that Rich, whenever he would start getting into it about what the fuck his trolls were doing, about what his detractors were doing, about when he started going on his seed sessions, about sometimes when he even went on political rants, a lot of the times it was because of some shit that Biffy had said in chat. This motherfucker is deliberately causing you to derail your content and go on rants that don't do shit but help motherfuckers like me who are gonna make fun of you and probably make more money off your content than you are. So you need to get rid of motherfuckers like this. They are doing nothing but like cause problems for you. Because Biffy is gonna cause you to go on another rant very soon, and it's gonna get clipped and it's gonna get put all over fucking Twitter, and I'm gonna talk about it again. 6 Foot Dig, thank you for $5. RTU emailed me an entire Google Drive dossier on Warski because somehow he had stopped and found out that I liked the Kino Casino, didn't dare open it. Really? So do you still have it? Do you still have this dossier? I'm very curious. Did you delete it? I mean, it's not like, were you worried that it was going to be in CP? Because I'd be interested. I would be, if somebody sent me some shit about, if ReviewTechUSA or Phil or the Quartering sent me some shit about Worski and PPP, I would open it just because I would be very curious. What are the things that trigger them the most, that the casino does that triggers them the most? I'll be very interested in what, like, in a locale's perspective. Judge Splinge. Thank you for the €5. Used to watch RTU vids in the early days. Maybe I'm a tard, but he has a good voice, and his vids felt informative. His biggest mistake was going on cam. Yes, he should have stayed anonymous. I really think that if he never put his face on camera, a lot of this shit could have been avoided. It's kind of like Dream. Dream and ReviewTechUSA are perfect examples of people who they would have been better off just never showing their face. They gained nothing from it. Salvatore M1, thank you for $5. I caught most of the last RTU stream, but I don't remember if Afro Gamer Dude was listed. Seriously, such a legit Kang. Miss some lads, Phil Code. I should have put him in a tier list. I forgot. I'll remember next time. You know, we'll do something involving Afro Gamer Dude. He's part of the reason why I ended up making that documentary on RTU. I saw that video. I'm like, wow, this is pretty funny. More Grim, thank you for $4.99. Little behind, but has RTU stood on his soapbox about the Microsoft layoffs, or is he just actually ignoring video games? Love the vids, by the way. He's just actually ignoring video games. He doesn't care about them. He doesn't want to talk about them. He doesn't want to talk about video games. He doesn't want to play video games for his audience, right? He wants to be a fucking drama and political commentator YouTuber. That's what he wants to be. And he's shit at both. And both of them stress him out, and they get him into problems he really shouldn't be in. And he'd be better off just going back to doing gaming shit, like what actually got him popular and shit. But he doesn't want to do that. So yeah, he won't. Even though there is a lot of drama. If you want to be a drama tuber, there's plenty of drama going on right now in the games industry, which he would know if he did any research. But he never did any research. Even when he was like even when he was a big figure in, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what's the correct phrasing, what's the correct category of what he was. Because he really was just a fucking news slopper. I don't know, gaming influencer, YouTuber, or some shit. Even when he was at his peak, most of the research was done by Jay, and he just like read the script or read the article that Jay would give him. So I can't even give him that much credit.
Are you joking, Biffy? Oh, if you're not joking, how do I not take those? You know this too, you fucking bastard. How do I not take those ridiculous tempting morsels?
See, Biffy is giving him bait, and now he's about to go into a rant about his trolls again.
Yeah. Oh. See, they think like they think of this weird shit because this is weird shit that they do. It's always projection. That's the kind of stuff he does. He's like, oh,
he's projecting by saying that other people are projecting.
I'm going to pretend to go take a shit and secretly dislike someone's stream. That's brilliant. Said no.
You literally talked about having a poop hoodie. What the fuck are you talking about? You said that. We didn't say that. You said that you had a poop hoodie, nigga.
Whatever.
Also, if you guys are wondering what he was responding to specifically, Biffy said, Rich, did you really go to the bathroom to drop a dislike on Ames' stream? How dare you? He probably did. He probably did, like, go take a shit while wearing his poop hoodie or poop sweater or whatever the fuck. And then he went and he see that Ames while he was on a toilet. And while the deuce was dropping, he dropped a dislike on like several of Ames' streams and videos at once.
Like how? How do I resist that?
He didn't go to the hospital or anything.
You just drank. Look at this shit. Look at this shit right here. Look, Rich. just one more. If you just drank, what the fuck? All right, that's as good as I can do it. Anyway, Rich, if you just drink one more Diet Coke, you'll lose another 50 pounds. I promise. Right? This is a very Trumpian quality of riches. This is a very Trumpian quality of riches. Just a Diet Coke addiction.
Probably was like looking for us, and I know it did because I heard it.
I always find it incredible because these motherfuckers are thinking that I'm sitting there like the NSA, like they're worrying about, they think I worry about them like they worry about me.
You do!
It is insane.
Only time I talk about Rich on stream is when he's doing some dumb shit. I don't just fucking, like, I'm not stressing out. I've never stressed out about anything Rich has ever done or said ever. All I do is laugh at this nigga.
And you know this. I wouldn't think of you at all if you just shut the fuck up.
I've said this before and I'll say it again. I will stop talking about... If ReviewTechUSA just went back to reviewing tech and talking about video games and stayed out of fucking drama and doing lolcow shit, then I would stop talking about them because there'd be nothing to talk about. But he doesn't want to do that. He wants to do this shit. He wants to go on stream and talk about how he's going to fucking shoot an ICE agent with his pump shotgun that he bought to shoot a little girl who's going to show up at his doorstep in a chicken suit. That's what he wants to do. And then he wonders why we talk about him.
I don't sit here plotting on your weird asses. I don't fucking care. I don't care. That's why you talk about my kids, because you know it's the only way you rile me up. That's how little I fucking care. I guess this is kind of the antithesis of that, but I think it frustrates me how much you want me to care, and I don't.
This is literally what Phil does. Get it on stream and tell his detractors how much he doesn't care about them, how much he doesn't care, how much they make fun of him and talk about him and shit. Oh yeah, we're really convinced. I can tell you don't care. I can tell how much you don't. I can tell how much you don't care about my content because you specifically said on stream that you wouldn't react to my documentary, even though you reacted to my quartering documentary, because my documentaries about you are just spreading hate.
Oh. Every accusation is a confession. Yes, that's true.
No self-awareness at all. No self. Let's hear that again.
Every accusation is a confession. Yes, that's true.
Bro, just never. He's never walked in front of a mirror his entire life because he would see the reflection for once.
Like, I don't think, like, I'm going disliking it. And if that is true and Biffy just didn't troll me, which we know it's 50-50 with him.
Even he knows that Biffy is a fucking shitster. Right? Biffy is just here to get him riled up. So he'll say some shit on stream. Bro, kick this nigga. Ban this nigga. This dude is trying to get your blood pressure high and it's already fucking flying to the sky casually when you're just walking 4 steps anyway. Right? He's just trying to get you in trouble, man. Kick Biffy. I hope he doesn't kick Biffy. Biffy has given us a lot of funny moments.
Like, why would I have to take... I could just... dislike your stream right here, right now. Oh, look, here's Ames. Fuck him. But I don't care, so I wouldn't do that. You weird Geico caveman looking motherfucker.
I'm not heated. I'm passionate. There's a difference, bro. I'm not heated. I'm passionate.
You actually added, even though you've said some terrible fucking things to me, you piece of shit. Biffy isn't trolling. He's not trolling. I got it from a confirmed source. Oh my God. Oh my God, Biff. I'm sorry again. He's not trolling. To dislike your... Ames, if I wanted to dislike your stream, I would dislike it right here. And I don't do that petty shit.
Why? Why would you need to dislike your stream on stream? Why would you do that? That sounds pettier than just disliking content, just casually watching it. Like, why is it a big deal? Why is it even a big deal to dislike? What if I just didn't like the video? What if I genuinely just did not like the content and I disliked it because I thought it was of low quality? Like, that's the thing that people do. But now dislike, even though you can't even see the shit without a fucking extension anyway, right? Like, you guys wouldn't be able to see this dislike bar if I didn't put it in, have the extension for it on Firefox. You guys wouldn't be able to see that shit. It's invisible to the average person. So it's not even a big deal. But you know, he's so rattled about it. It's this big accusation that he's fucking disliking AIM's stream. Who gives a fuck? You don't like Ames, and Ames doesn't like you. Who gives a fuck you disliking the content of people you don't like? X-Fire in Disguise, thank you for $4.99. Found you through Nick Diorio a while ago. First time catching you live, though. Love your work. Hey, thank you, brother. Malgus87, thank you for $2. DSP could buy 2 homes without mommy and daddy. True.
Fun of like Smash JT.
Rich also could have bought a home, but, you know, he decided to take the easy route of just, you know, undercutting the price for his parents' home. They sold it to him at a bargain, which is nice. I feel like that's actually very righteous. See, Rich is somebody, he got something that every younger Gen Z, elder millennial with boomer parents wish that they had. He got blessed with the based boomer parents who were like, fuck it, let me pass on my assets to my children. Let me give my kids something that they're going to be able to like fucking inherit, and they're going to be able to live with it, or like grow it themselves, develop it, maybe even pass it on to their kids. That's what his parents wanted to do. They wanted him to fucking marry. They probably wanted him to marry the mother of their grandchildren. They could all move into their house and shit, and they could die knowing that they gave their son, you know, they gave their son like an actual asset that's going to, maybe that he'll even pass it on to his grandchildren. And then he's fucking doing retarded shit like this, refinancing it, fucking having to get new credit cards because he's probably in, who knows how much fucking credit card debt this motherfucker is in. Probably not as bad as Jeremy because he's never been that rich. But, you know, it's probably bad. Just disappointing his parents, just making their investment into him worthless.
And stuff when those fucking idiots do it. They have to show. 8-Bit Eric's done that too. There's so
people like Rich. People are like Rich are like the boomer who doesn't want to pass anything to their spoiled children. They use people like Rich as an example about why. See, this is why I didn't give anything to my kids, right? Because they would just waste it anything. They would just waste it anyway. I might as well use it, sell my own house so I can go on a gajillion vacations instead.
Insecure. They have to show you, and you see it that they disliked it. You are
Rich is not an only child. He has a brother.
Insecure teenage girls. That is incredible that you have to make sure I dislike this. But they're the tough guys though. Okay, sure.
Saying you're being recorded, I knew it was a bad idea. I told him it wasn't a good idea. I near begged him to just stop. So we just leave.
Is this the same girl? Is this the same, like, I don't know. It probably is.
I didn't even care. We didn't have anything at that point. I knew something bad was going to happen.
What is with Rich in consuming content with lots of, like, fat white women in it? And obese white women, too. Not just fat white women, but obese white women. They're, like, fucking drawn to him. Like moths on a flame. Or maybe he's drawn to them like moths to a flame. He really is a wigger. He really is. He's the worst type. He's got the worst type of black qualities. Shitty taste in rap music. Things he could have gotten. He could have made it out the hood. Made it out his mama's house based on his beats. And he can't stay away from fat white women to save his life.
I don't care. I don't care. Ones is pushing the drop off.
I know a nigga that's literally just like Rich, like a black dude who's just like Rich, but he's actually a better father.
I know you're baiting me. You can't make this up. Can we just let it be known? This is going to become a meme here. That I reprimanded him for assuming a way I want to run memberships on my channel, and that's where this started from. I would never want to be his coworker at his real job, ever.
What?
I want to run memberships on my channel, and that's where this started from. I would never want to be his coworker at his real job, ever.
What do you know? What do you know about working a real job, Rich? As much as you've been out of the game, as much as you've just been like an internet creature, right? You haven't had a real job. Richard Masucci legit hasn't had a real job in shit. How long has it been? 15 years? Over 15 years. So like over half of 3 decades That's like a weird way to put that. But over 15 years of not having a regular job, you don't even know what the fuck, like, you don't even know what that's like. It's like an imaginary thing to you these days.
He's the
Also, you had, well, no, Jay wasn't his coworker. Jay was his employee.
kind of guy, if he didn't like how you told him what the weather is going to be today, he'd fucking plot shit on you to get you fired. Am I wrong? Am I exaggerating at all? That's so true. Dubs Storm said, I miss the quantum TV drama. Simpler times. Which is fucked up.
The quantum TV drama, he was doing exactly the same thing that he's doing now. It's just blaming like a dude who he had internet beef with and who he really started it with, right? Blaming them for trying to take his channel down. It's literally the exact same thing.
No. No getting on stream with anybody. I'm no. No.
See, you were there, okay? You can't avoid that.
Yeah, he was telling people, but there might be trolls. Like, okay, so what? They're handled in there. The mods are like, dude, yeah, there's been trolls. We just get rid of them. That's like I might as well not stream. There might be trolls. Like, no, like, dude, if someone gets gifted a membership, they should see if they like it or not. You don't gimp what features they have because you
wait. I just remembered something. I think I just remembered something. Hold on. Let me see. Where is this? This is 2. Yes, I have a membership. Somebody gifted me a membership. I forgot. I'm a member. Somebody gave me one. So yeah, I'm seeing how the content. Hey, I'm a fan. Thanks for the membership, whoever that was.
Whole monitor for my streams. Do Mama Med, exactly.
I was an undercover op the whole time. I didn't even realize it.
And this is all because I reprimanded you and you overreacted, which is why I blocked you. Because I'm like, if he's getting this weird over this, gotta go, son.
Hey, you block people for all sorts of reasons, Rich. Link, thanks for the $5. Heard you made lolcow of the year intros for Josh/Null. Next year, you should run the lolcow of the year stream with Null. It'd be super funny. We could do that. You know, Josh has been, Josh does co-op streams with the Kino Casino from time to time.
And now
he's actually, Josh Moon is a surprisingly personable guy for being one of the most stereotypical internet creatures on the internet.
Now you're going and
running the Kiwi farms and shit, but like he's more sociable than Rich. He's more sociable than the family man, Josh is.
Pushing all that shit? Okay. And that's it.
Right? So we're doing you a solid.
Yeah, I remember I get like...
Yeah, Eric. Yo, what's up, bro? Yes, he did this stream for people. Let me show it to you guys. So he puts... You go to the stream, right? This stream, Sekiro stream. Thank you, members. Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. Okay, you go into it, 10 hours. It's like, damn, he's really trying to he's going to get deep into Sekiro. Maybe he'll just get through the whole thing in just one go. He'll finish it. So we go here. Yeah, this is a timestamp we're going to get to later. Let's see. Is he playing it here? No, he's not playing it here. He's seething about trolls. Okay, he's playing with Legos. All right, let's see. Go a little bit further.
You want, but actions speak louder than words.
Okay, he's seething about trolls again. All right, what's he doing here? Okay, now he's reacting to some DSP content and seething at trolls at the same time. Playing Legos again, man. Okay, sure. We're halfway through now. He should be... Okay, did he just play Legos for the rest of the stream? Where's Sekiro? Okay, he's going to play Sekiro now. We're like 7 hours in.
Really wanted to share it with you.
No, oh, no. Okay, now he's watching political shit. Okay, maybe, surely. Oh, okay. Okay, so there's no Sekiro. 10-hour-long Sekiro stream. Literally not a single minute of Sekiro. Like, bro refuses to play this game. It's crazy. It's not even like Sekiro is a good game that his audience will give him money to play and wants him to play it, but he refuses to play this highly critically acclaimed video game for money. He refuses to do it. Dude, this is some DSP type shit.
After Camelot
for real,
did
man.
shit, I roasted him here. And one's got kind of butthurt. Oh, yeah.
Literally the type of shit that, you know what this is? You know what this Sekiro stream is? This Sekiro stream, it's like, hold on. It's like this. It's the equivalent. This is the stream equivalent to the Dark Side Phil unboxing video. Hold on, real quick. Just a little diversion. Let me take you guys back in time to possibly the greatest DSP video of all time. Wait, why is it censored? Okay, never mind. This, in my opinion, is the greatest piece of DSP content that he has ever fucking made by complete accident. Complete accident, he made a masterpiece.
Okay, what is up, everybody? Darkside Phil here, and welcome to Release Day Unboxing for Tuesday, February 11th, 2014. And before everyone says, what on earth is going on, you probably hear an incredibly annoying, high-pitched, droning sound going on.
So just from the beginning, this fucking masterpiece here, this nigga, we talk about black people. People joke about how black people, they have the beep going on in the background because they don't change the batteries. They need to change the batteries in the smoke alarm. Just niggas are just, they have a weakness. It's like they have a type Pokemon-like weakness to smoke alarms going off, right? They have no natural defense to it. Phil has like actually, the actual fire alarm is blaring because, I don't know, somebody, it's just a malfunction or somebody was cooking something and it picked up the smoke. So now the fire department has to come in, you know.
That is the fire alarm in my condo facility. And the problem is, the fire alarm in this condo facility has a nasty habit of, during the middle of the winter, especially when it's very cold, of going off as a malfunction. Now, this is actually...
shit, this is actually almost like, almost 22 years. Almost 22 years from when this video got made.
A common problem with older fire, fire detection systems. And of
yes, Phil is spiritually black, just like Rich is.
course, this building is
It's an Italian thing. All Italians are like spiritually part black.
old, and they don't feel like ever replacing it or upgrading it because the
At least Italians from like southern Italy. Sicilians are like the blackest white people on earth.
condo association is a bunch of cheapskate motherfuckers. So this alarm has gone off no less than 3 times already today. It actually went off once when I was out picking up Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns. And I know because as I was driving back from the game store, there were 3 fire trucks outside, which means that they went off. The fire departments were required to come here and check and then turn it off. As I was unpacking, I put in some DLC codes, which we're going to talk about in this video. And I was entering those into Xbox Live and talking to my girlfriend on the phone. It went off again. Now, it took them about another 15 minutes because they had to come out here again from the fire station. All right, they had to again deactivate the alarm. So that was about, I'd say, a half an hour ago. And then all of a sudden, it went
just
on again.
he got the fire department. He's got emergency services pulling up to his condo, his apartment, whatever, multiple times a day. Like he really does. It's like he really does live in the hood. That's the type of shit that like hood niggas say. Yeah, we got like the fire department, we got the EMTs, we got the police coming out here multiple times a day.
It's absolutely ridiculous because what this means is the fire alarm is broken, but the problem is that my condo association has no on-site superintendent, which I don't even know how that's legal, but they have no on-site superintendent.
Wait, hold on, I forgot about that. Wait, what?
On-site superintendent, which I don't broken, but the problem is that my condo association has no on-site superintendent, which I don't even know how that's legal.
He literally lives in a ghetto. What the fuck?
They have no on-site superintendent to come here and check out any problems or fix anything. So this alarm could literally be going off for the rest of today. I shit you not. And I have no right or I have no power to do anything about it besides just call the condo association and complain. So I said, I've been waiting over half an hour now for the fire alarm to go off. It has not, probably because, let's be honest, the fire department has better things to do than come back here every 10 minutes because the fire alarm's a piece of shit. So I said, I'm just going to go ahead and film my unboxing video. I apologize, guys. Obviously, it's annoying to you. Imagine living here and having to hear this the entire time today. All right? Really hoping that something happens, that maybe the fire department says, fuck this, and turns off the fire alarm or something. I don't know what they could possibly do, but obviously there's a problem. All right? So let's go through the unboxing. Hell, there may even be a chance that the fire alarm gets turned off during the unboxing. Who knows?
Maybe.
And then we'll talk about how we're going to handle today.
You can only hope. You can only pray that the fire alarm goes off.
In regards to gameplay. All right, so Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy 13. You might be saying, what the fuck? Really? A lot of people are saying that right now. They're like, really? This game exists? You're telling me that this game is a third installment in the Final Fantasy 13 series. That's right. And, you know, it's funny because Final Fantasy 13, I hate to say it, but oh how the mighty have fallen, once the definitive #1 role-play.
He's just going into all this lore about the Final Fantasy 13 trilogy before he even, like, thinks about opening up the game.
Playing game in the world now has kind of fallen by the wayside.
See, he says unboxing. This is like this unboxing video. You would think, okay, maybe this is like a deluxe edition. It comes in nice packaging. It comes with, like, I don't know, a pad, a special controller. No, it's literally just the game, just the copy of the game, of the 360 game box that he picked up at GameStop. It's like, it's not even like an unboxing for real. You would open it and then you would look at the game inside and then that would be it.
Because of a lot of the decisions of management of Square Enix, let's face it. The fact that they keep coming out with these MMOs, right, that are steering the series in a weird direction that really have nothing to do with the mainstream series. The fact that with Final Fantasy...
they're their own things, the MMOs.
13.
And they make a lot of money. Both of the MMOs, Final Fantasy 11 and Final Fantasy 14, right? Yeah, they both make a ton of fucking money.
They took such a departure from the traditional Final Fantasy model that a lot of people got turned off, right? Now, I played the original Final Fantasy 13 how long ago at this point? You know what I mean? It was, what, 2009, I believe? And I personally eventually liked the combat system. I thought the combat system was quite interesting and fun once you figured it out.
Okay, Rich.
But I thought that the game was far too linear at the beginning. Took way too long to get to an open world part of the game. I thought that the plot was far too convoluted and too overdramatic. And that by the end of the game, most people were left scratching their heads saying, what the fuck did I just play?
Phil, we don't need all this. We don't need all this, Phil.
And, you know, it was funny because, as usual, in Japan, it was a huge bestseller. It did all right in the rest of the world, don't get me wrong. But then they came out with a sequel a couple years back called Final Fantasy 13-2. And this one starred Lightning Sister Sarah and this...
Okay, he's just gonna give us a fucking synopsis. He's literally gonna give us a synopsis of the previous games.
Few other, you know, supporting characters going through time. There was some asshole who was trying to destroy time and destroy everything through some kind of a time warp system. And they went through time, changing it and doing certain things. It was, again, very convoluted, very confusing. And the thing that pissed people off the most is that when you beat the game, there was no ending. Lightning was in the game but never played a real major role. She's in the end of the game, isn't clear where she went or what she's doing, why she's even in it. Very confusing, like, very convoluted. At the end of the game, her sister supposedly sacrifices herself and...
This is such a fever dream-ass video.
...dies to save the world, even though it's never clear what the fuck is going on, alright? And then, it didn't have a definitive ending, it didn't explain anything, and then come to find out later on, okay, wanted to spend extra money.
Okay, Phil. Alright, that's nice. Alright, let's get to...
And when the enemy gets staggered, now we go to all-out attack mode.
Okay.
Well, you're only playing one character this time, and this character, Lightning, has different outfits that she finds in the game, and these outfits allow her to basically have those loadouts.
He's fucking explaining. He's explaining everything about the fucking video game.
She can be a mage, or she can be a warrior, or she can be a dragoon. She has all these different outfits. She finds during the course of the game that give her different abilities.
Well,
Phil, you may be wondering why we can't combat so different in Final Fantasy Lightning Returns. It's because they fired the guy who was in charge of it for the first 2 games. And it's like, well, if you knew that was bad, why wouldn't you just make a new game?
Okay.
For the controller, for the achievements, for the better online play. More often than not, there was a cross-platform game. I got it on the Xbox 360. I decided in this case, I'm going to get it on 360.
Okay, he makes you believe. He makes you believe briefly that he's going to open it, right? You see the hand.
Consoles, I love the 360 for the controller, for the achievements, for the better online play. More often than not, there was a cross-platform game. I got it on the Xbox 360. I decided in this case, I'm going to...
Okay, no, he just touches it. He wasn't going to open it. Maybe he thought about it, right? He thought about it for a second. For a second, he thought about opening it and just ending the video. But then he's like, no, I still have something else to say.
Get it on 360. Doesn't really matter. There's no real advantage to buying it on either other console, okay? So it says here, it all ends here. Doomsday results in a different journey for every player. Real-time battles empower your every move. Hundreds of game-changing weapons and outfit combinations. So there you go. No online play, nothing like that. I'm sure, don't worry. Oh yeah, game content download. I'm sure there's going to be DLC for it. Don't worry. I'm sure it's coming because the game probably doesn't have an ending just like Part 2, and you probably have to pay for the real ending later on. But I digress. So now, unfortunately, let's talk about reality. As you can hear, the alarm has not stopped fucking ringing. And it's actually funny because I'm going to show you guys something. I actually attempted to plug up my door, I'm not kidding, with paper towels to see if I can make the noise lower. And the truth of the matter is it has. What you're hearing right now is actually a muffled sound. The alarm is so fucking loud, right, that it would be twice as loud if I hadn't done what I did. So, As you can hear, it's quite fucking annoying. And I have to work. Let's face it, I'm going on break tomorrow. As of tomorrow, which is Wednesday, February 12th, I'm going on break. I'm not going to be able to work anymore for a week. So I need to work today. So unfortunately, what's looking like is going to happen is I'm going to have to start the playthrough with this noise. And I know it sucks. I know it's awful. But the bottom line is I have no ETA and no promise that this alarm will even get fixed. It could literally just go off all day. And this is what happens when you unfortunately live with an irresponsible apartment building and or condo facility where the management is fucking terrible and they don't give a shit about their tenants. If they cared, there would be a full-time super who would be here to fix this kind of stuff, but they don't care. So here's the bottom line. I'm going to have to start working. Now, right now it's actually 12:55 p.m., so I'm going to encode this video and upload it to YouTube. And in that period of time, I'm going to see if the alarm stops doing this. If it does, great. If not, I might have to set up and unfortunately start a stream, maybe even do a pre-stream.
All right, now he's going to open the video. There's literally 30 seconds left. So, you know, he's got to unbox. He's got to unbox the game now.
See how bad it is, see if there's ways I can muffle it on the microphone so that most people don't hear it too bad. And go from there. It's terrible, it's horrible, I'm a prisoner, I cannot wait to fucking move out of here, which don't worry,
I'm a prisoner!
Having much headway in regards to that. And that's it. So thanks for watching. The noisiest, most probably annoying...
Phil, you forgot to unbox the game.
Hopefully this will get fixed. We'll have gameplay today. I'll have to let you know on Twitter.
Phil, you forgot to unbox. You forgot to unbox the game, Phil. You forgot to unbox the game. You forgot. You said you called it release day unboxing. Well, you know, at least in Rich's case, he knew better. He knew better than to call it whatever.
And like he said all this, and one's was like, but he's a nice guy. I'm like, oh yeah, sure, he's dude. Like,
okay, I'm sorry. I ignored some super chats. Somebody in chat said that had to be AI. No, see, Phil DSP is somehow he's one of the only creators on YouTube who is 100% incapable of being replaced by AI. You can't make an AI that functions the way that Phil does. No fucking AI could ever have made a video like that. That video was a masterpiece. That video was a masterpiece that only could have been created by Philip Burnell. Nobody else could have done that. Duct tape lady, sorry for taking so long to get to your super chat. Thank you for the €2. Mikey, you need to make a Dickers Burt tier list. I don't know about that. I don't know if I can suffer through that. Arthur, thank you for $5. Overpromise and underdeliver. Classic RTU. Momozuki, thank you for $4.99. You think Rich is actively ducking video games because deep down he knows he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about? No, I don't think that he even cares about shit like that, because otherwise he wouldn't talk about politics either. He obviously does not know what the fuck he's talking about when it comes to politics or when it comes to anything except for Phil. Phil is the only thing he really knows anything about. And the only reason why he knows anything about Phil is because he shares so many qualities with him. Days556, thank you for €2. Phil is a peanut butter complexion N-word at heart.
I just want to fuck him. No kidding, my day was a day. And my weekend is going to be a fucking snow-filled week. Like, I'm like, in a weird way, I'm looking forward to the snow, but not this much. Not this much. I didn't ask for this shit.
Why is it a problem? It's not like you're going outside.
The charge going to be?
The county has to determine that, okay? When we sat down here, I said you could, tell the truth or you could omit it.
Yeah, like, how does he explain? I know, because he plugged his fucking streams here all the time. You want to make it as a streamer, and then you... Josh Jones is in the building, by the way. Hello, sir. I almost missed you.
Wait, who's he talking about? Shilling their streams.
How you doing, my man?
Oh, Biff. Oh, look, there goes Biffy again. Fucking Biffy again. Starting shit. Rich, Ames wants to know why you make fun of Philip Burnell but won't watch ReviewChinaUSA. See? Why the fuck? Dude. Don't come to me. First off, I'm not telling you guys to this. If somebody is saying something about me, please come tell me, because I'm an actual, unlike Rich, who LARPs as a drama YouTuber, I actually am a drama YouTuber, and I would love for you guys to tell me that somebody was talking shit about me, especially if they're like a big YouTuber or they're a YouTuber of like the same size, please come and tell me about the drama that's going on. I love it when people like send me DMs or whatever about some shit that's popping off, because I'm like, oh, that's future content. And even if I don't want to make content about it, I just think it's funny. Rich doesn't think it's funny. Rich hears that Ames or 8-Bit Eric or whoever is saying some shit about him, and he starts fucking seething, right? So Biffy right here, I really do think he's a troll. He's a troll that got gifted a membership like me, like yours truly, and he's just here to stir the pot. Which, if that's the case, Biffy, if you are an underground troll, right, and you're just here to cause problems for Rich, hey, 07s to you, bro.
Well, like, you want to be a streamer, but someone disciplining you on how they don't want you to assume how to run a stream is enough for you to get this angry? Okay, yeah, dude, you're going to go real far, man. Good luck when you get into your first drama. If this is too much for you, you're screwed.
Right? This is going to go a long way for down the road when everybody looks at this case. So they're seeing that you're remorseful about what happened. And that's a
nah, bitch, you're going to jail for like a quarter century.
huge step, okay? How do you feel now that you've...
Wait, what does she do?
You've talked about it. Do you feel better?
I'm just worried about murder, that's all. He was there.
You're worried? What about the guy you fucking murdered? How about...
Wait, what the fuck? Well, that's crazy. What's going on here? Man, fat bitches are dangerous, dude. It's like I was saying, right? It's like, hold up. Let's move on real quick. But before we do, what was it? It was... This is why I had to put this. I had to put this clip at the end of my video because it's like, damn, these fat bitches, they're crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Fat bitches need to shut up, bro. I'm not gonna, like, in all respect and all honesty, like, not gonna lie, it be a lot of the fat hoes talking. You fat bitches need to shut the fuck up. On God.
Like, shit. What do I look like getting caught up in shit like that? That's why Rich keeps getting in trouble. You need to leave them fat hoes alone, bro. It's bad for your health. Look at the situation you're in right now. If you never would have fucked with them, what better to be an incel than to be a dude who only had... Look, if you have other options, but you still choose to be with fat women, that's fine. But if you're like, if you can't call other people incels when obese women are your only options. Like, look, come on, man. Now, anyway, we are now moving on to the Sekiro stream. The Sekiro stream, whoa, what was that? Am I attracted to my cousin? What is this? This is a thumbnail he had to choose. I don't even know what the context of this is. Okay, so we got Phil. This is 2 years ago. Chest. When was this? May 26, 2023. Okay.
Because they were bored?
Yes.
I mean, hopefully it was like smooth, you know, because like sometimes your shits, like they'll have like clumps in them or like food bits.
Oh God.
So like,
oh, you're disgusting. She's awesome.
Yeah, he's been trying to fish. Rich has been fishing for e-girl attention forever, like for ages. Grace Thorpe was just, there'll be future ones. There'll be a future Grace Thorpe incident. You know, there'll be a future Becky Boop because he can't stay away, right? See, it's about Turkey Tom. Somebody like Turkey Tom, I can understand him getting caught up with e-girl nonsense because he's so young, right? Like, I expect when you're in your teens or you're in your early 20s, you got a lot of YouTube success. You got these weirdo bitches sending you DMs. You're kind of a secret freak, but you don't want anybody to know about it. I can understand that. Somebody like Rich, you're in your fucking middle-aged, you got kids, nigga, you should know better. Leave these e-hoes alone. Leave them in the digital streets where they belong.
Oh, fuck, I'm muted. My son is melting down. He wants to do Steam VR. Which I would have set it up for him before, but even then I thought...
Oh, yeah, so, the context of this clip.
Wants to do Steam...
So, we already know, a lot of you guys have seen the clip where RTU's son is complaining. Well, RTU was complaining one day because he couldn't use the internet because his son wanted to play, I don't know, Fortnite on PlayStation. Like you would expect the kid would want to on fucking Christmas, play video games with his friends who are also playing video games just like him. Well, this is another scenario where his son wants to play video games, You know, and I don't know about VR chat. If I was a parent, I wouldn't be fucking. If I was a parent, there are a couple games I would not allow my kids to play. Two of them would be VR chat and Roblox. And Roblox is kind of sad because that's the platform that's made for kids. But I don't know, the dudes who run Roblox, even though they know they got a pedo problem, they see it as like an opportunity. This is literally the quote of the dude who runs the company that owns Roblox. They see it as a fucking opportunity. They got all these fucking predators walking around, and I wouldn't let my kid play that shit, but whatever. This kid can't play anything, period, so.
Oh, fuck, I'm muted. My son is melting down. He wants to do Steam VR. Which I would have set it up for him before, but even then, I told Lauren, I'm like, the bandwidth with what I'm doing here, this iPad streaming, I'm streaming, people are using the internet.
That's great. Why can't you just get better? Why can't you afford more? Why can he really not? Is this really the best that he can do? Surely, because you see all the shit that he buys. We see all the shit that he spends, all the money he has. Well, the money he wastes, right? Like this fucking big ass screen back here with Harmon Smith's face on it. Bro, just like replace that purchase with like save up so you can buy yourself some better internet, bro.
So, the little bug. I told him tomorrow, dude, you could play it. And then it was like, I totally forgot about the 49. I'm like, oh, what computer can he do it from? And I was like, oh yeah, he could have easily and effortlessly done it from my 4090 rig. Alright. So.
Anyway, that's his kid not being able, son, again, not being able, maybe this is a good thing, that his kid can't play video games reliably. Because if his kid played games too much, he might end up growing up like his dad, and you don't want that. But, you know, it kind of sucks, because, again, they're snowed in. There's no doubt, hold on, what day was this? Oh, never mind, this was Sunday. But anyway, they're snowed in. He can't go outside. His son literally can't go outside. The weather is too bad. So, you know, at least let the little nigga play some video games. Jesus. Anyway, this timestamp right here, we are looking at... Oh, Eric. He's complaining about Eric. Another whining about 8-Bit Eric segment.
Yeah, so I don't even want to deal with this.
He's not actually doing the Legos, right? Really? I didn't know. I don't play with Legos. So, not to say anybody who's not, you know, you have your hobbies, but, you know, he's actually just fucking them up. Only reason why he plays with Legos anyway is because Phil does Lego streams, and Phil is like Rich's pseudo E-daddy, even though he doesn't realize it. Rich doesn't understand that he has involuntarily made Darkside Phil his E-father. So he just does what Daddy Phil does, and he plays with Legos just like he does.
But the hole monitor, 8-Bit Eric, is trying to say I said an anti-Semitic slur on a deleted stream.
He thinks.
When it was just me mixing two words together.
Okay. Well, here's the thing about that, Rich. Let's see. We got the evidence. Right here. So let's see. Maybe he's right.
Fucking Benny Johnson. When he's not sucking cock behind him.
Whoa. He's not sucking. I know that Benny Johnson, I know he likes to simp for Israel. He's a bit of a Zionist, but that's a little extra, bro.
Fucking Benny Johnson. When he's not sucking cock behind him.
Whoa, buddy. Now, okay, hold on. He said that he got it. He said it was a mistake. He said it was an accident. He wanted to say he slurred some words together, right? That wasn't a word he wanted to say. And, you know, maybe he's right. Maybe he's telling the truth, right? I mean, anybody can make a mistake, you know? Some people, you know, they accidentally say nigger when they want to say nagger or whatever the fuck. So maybe, you know.
Well, kike, too.
Okay, so he said it a second time. Okay, he made 2 mistakes in a row. All right, it's not that bad.
Cock behind his wife's back. He's pushing propaganda for the Trump administration and sucking more cock. I don't know. I went to say cock and I said the word kike.
Okay, now that's 3 times, Rich. That's 3 times. You made a mistake 3 times in a row. And oh, hey, look, this is on me right here. A New York Italian has never heard somebody say the K slur to a member of the tribe before? Okay, Richard, sure. You just said it. You said it so naturally 3 times in a row.
Is that a slur?
Is that a slur? Is that a slur? If you didn't know, here's the thing. If you didn't know it was a slur, why would you like immediately look at his face? Let's look at his face.
Fucking Benny Johnson. When he's not sucking cock behind him. Well, kike.
Okay, look at his expression. He's like, oh, is that a slur? Why did you make that expression when you said that, bro? Why would you say why did you try and correct yourself like that? If you didn't know it was a word you weren't supposed to say. But sure, it was an accident. It was an accident, bro. It was just an accident. He didn't know. He didn't even know it was a real word. It's like spook when he said spook on stream. He didn't know that's a word you're not supposed to say. He thought it was like spooky. He thought it was like something that he thought it meant was like another word for ghost.
I wish I didn't even have to do this, but here we are.
Okay. All right, so we're moving on to this little moment right here. Well, it's not a little moment. This is an extensive 8-Bit Eric crash out session. Hold on. Well, hold on. Let me let it go. Let me let it go.
Because you know why? I could tell you why. Biffy.
Biffy again. Oh, what did Biffy say this time? What is Biffy saying this time? Okay, let's say. Biffy said, side star. What is the deal with the 32 Freck dude? Donates like $300 to 8-Bit Eric and aims his every stream. It's weird. What are you doing, Biffy? Why do you keep bringing up his detractors on every stream, Biffy? Why do you keep doing that?
He's not good at it. He's not good at it. So he always looks like he has the egg on his face, and his ego can't handle that, so he needs to go below the belt. How do you think this is going to make you look on YouTube, too? You're going out of your way to literally false flag somebody?
Okay, so let me see. Let me bring it back up. Let me bring it. No, not that one. Not that clip. The other clip. This one right here. So what Richard Bennell is doing right here, where he's just jokingly like, YouTube. YouTuber ReviewTechUSA 2, also known as Richard Masucci, is a blatant anti-Semite. Do you condone this bigotry at Team YouTube? So 8-Bit Eric basically did this, and Rich is like, you're flagging. He's saying, he's like trying to insinuate that Eric is the reason why his old streams went down. Like all 10 of the streams that just magically vanish over the last few days, those are because of 8-Bit Eric and his audience or whatever. But it's like, it's not even flagging, right? That's not even what he's doing. He doesn't know what flagging is, even though he's literally done it multiple times to multiple people. Like, confirmed. It's not even like there are people who have said that Rich has flagged them that we don't know if they have. You know, like Sav or myself. We don't 100% know that he flagged those people. We know for certain that he fucking flagged several of the Big Cheese, flagged and doxed several of the Big Cheese Crusaders. We know that. So he knows what it is, but suddenly he forgets when it's people who he doesn't like.
Is appeasing the fucking 30 nerds that watch you be like, you're gonna crush yourself, dude. But you know, you're too...
Yes, it is snitching. Again, I don't condone that either. But, you know, it's just jokes at the end of the day.
Fucking stupid to care. Man, oh man. Anyway, so here are the birds.
See, he's nervous because he has a warning on his channel, but okay. If you know you have a warning on your channel, why would you, like, continue to talk about... Why would you continue to engage in the activity that possibly could have given you a warning on your channel? Especially when, according to yourself, according to what you say, you don't know why specifically YouTube went at your channel. why would you risk like getting another strike or whatever, doing like whatever the fuck? You know, you never got strikes when you were just talking about gaming shit and you react to Phil. That was fine. Just do that. 32 frets. Thank you for $5. Woo! Get screwed, Rich. Oh, thanks for another $5. You couldn't build your Game Boy and scammed your fans.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, was that what he was trying to do over here? He was trying to fucking build a Game Boy and he couldn't do that? Holy shit, this motherfucker can't do shit. He can't play Sekiro. He can't fucking meet his member. He can't fucking do his member streams when he says he's going to. He can't even build a Lego fucking Game Boy. He's worthless. Fucking worthless old man.
The whole thing is he's an anti-woke advocate, which is supposed to be, which we all knew from day one wasn't, that you don't like people being canceled, that you're anti-cancel even if you disagree with them.
He's so mad.
Wow, it's all bullshit, just like we thought.
If cancel culture is a good thing, why are you mad when it happens? Even if it's happening to you, which this isn't fucking cancel culture, but even if it's happening to you, wouldn't you be happy to see that your ideas are like the correct ones? Right? It's like when there's been this thing, right? There's been this thing when lefties, they've started calling people, they started filming themselves going up to federal agents and calling them retards and faggots because that's trying to get under their skin, right? We're stealing your language and we're calling you that shit. And it's like, righties don't care. Like, niggas who are on the right, they don't give a fuck about, like, those slurs. They think that they're funny. That's why they say them to each other. All you're doing is, like, giving them the cultural W by, like, I don't know, submitting to their way of living. You should be happy that people are trying to engage in cancel culture and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm sure YouTube will want to see that you flat out want to kill somebody too, Eric. Oof.
You've literally wished death on at least one person.
Oh.
No, wait, hold up. I think it was 2 people. Didn't he wish death? Or was it just PPP? Who else did he wish death on in that stream? I mean, we can go back. We can look real quick. We can actually just go and look real quick, like the him like wishing death. Let's see. What? No, it was Ames. Okay, I remember now. It was Ames. It was Ames and PPP. He wished death on both of them.
Oh man, I'm so angry now.
Oh, and Worski. It was 3 people. It was Worski, it was Ames, it was PPP. He's wished death on all of them, and he threatened to kill ICE agents.
Yeah. And now you already got the ball rolling. Chances are I won't have to deal with anything. The stream is gone because I knew assholes like you would try to do this. But if I do, whole big compilation. I know there's people here who will send me even more clips too, and you can't unsend the clips. I already got them.
Okay.
Should, for once in your life, think before you do something.
That's some advice that you should follow, Rich. Imagine if you just thought before you did or said some shit. Imagine how much better your life would be. Imagine if this year, right, at this time 2 years ago, right, in January of 2024, you had that ideology, that think before you act or speak. You would still have a 1 million sub YouTube channel, and you would have recovered from your little slump probably, and you would have been doing fine. You would have plenty of videos with 100K views on them again. You'd be making a decent income. Instead, you're right here, fucking playing with Legos, seething at the trolls because Biffy is putting you up to it. Darkside Phillip, thank you for $2. You know he's just thinking about tasty eyeballs.
So here are the birds. I guess I'll show you on the main screen. Yeah, I had a feeling Jay was at this point was done with him. There's other people.
I feel like Jay is done with you. When's the last time that Jay did some content with Rich? I remember the last time they were going to do content together, it was the Mario Kart stream. And that's when Rich got drunk, right? He got drunk off of like taking 2 shots or whatever. I think, weren't those like his words? His words, he said he took 2 shots and then he was done. Like he couldn't even stream. Just has the weakest fucking constitution for alcohol on earth. Only Italian on earth who can't handle like modest amounts of alcohol, right?
I know Jay said something. There is other people too that like, oh, he's just a.
I think Jay has been intentionally trying to separate himself from Rich for a while.
Really, I love how passionate he is about gaming. Okay, that's great. You're passionate about him gaming, but he's a piece of shit. Like, all right, you like the old fucking classics together. He's a bad fucking human being.
If Keem did Church Builder, if Keem did get him to Fat Camp, that would be amazing for Rich if he went to Fat Camp. He comes up with all sorts of bullshit excuses for why he can't, right? Like he said, well, if I would have went last time, I would have been accused by Becky of doing some shit. And it's like he just didn't want to go, right? Had he have gone there, he would have fucking gotten, I don't know, he probably would have gotten more views. He would have lost some weight. He would have lost weight faster, right? But he doesn't want to do that shit.
You know?
I mean, you're going to crash out. You're doing embarrassing shit all the time anyway. You might as well do it for something that might, like, get you more views or make you more money.
But he'll never get it. And man, oh man, you better hope that there is no shit that happens to my account, dude. Because if there isn't, I don't really give a fuck. I won't do anything beyond this rant. I don't care enough.
Okay, then why are you telling him that you're worried? Oh, wait, he said...
But if it goes beyond it, you won't do anything beyond this rant. I don't care enough. But if it goes beyond it, you have fucked up.
What are you going to do?
And there's no turning back from it now.
What are you going to do? He always does this mob boss shit. Like, hey, you better watch your step. Watch your step. You don't know. You better keep one eye open when you go to sleep tonight, Eric.
Anyway, so there are the birds. They're beautiful birds. I mean, I can't really have this bird as a mascot, but nonetheless. Did I show it to you? Here it is. This one kind of moves around.
Why don't you do bird watching? Why don't you do some bird watching content? You love birds so fucking much. How about instead of just making some lame joke, you actually take it like to its logical conclusion and you just start making bird-centric content?
Yeah, I missed an Eric rant because Eric is...
Do a Pokemon. Here's an idea. Play Pokemon. Play a video game for once, you lazy fuck. Play a video game, and then you only pick the bird-like Pokemon.
Could you imagine? Dude, I would probably have...
Or, you know, make it easier. You play, like, bird Pokemon, and you also play, like, the dinosaur or dragon-like Pokemon, because they're related to birds.
If I did that to him or, like, that fucking that right-wing incel group, I would probably...
You do a flying type. You do a flying type only... Pokemon Nuzlocke run. There you go. I just gave you some free content. You won't do it because you're a lazy bastard.
Swatted. All of them will be making videos. All of them will be crying. But because it's someone they don't like, it's fine. So they don't have a standard. It's just, they just want to ruin people that disagree with them.
Well, nobody wants to ruin you. It's like you literally said kike like 3 times in a row on stream, right? And then your stream, which you obviously deleted. Obviously, it was you, right? I don't believe any of this bullshit about how somebody's flagging me. It was YouTube. It was Eric. It was one of the trolls. No, I think it was you, Rich. I think it was you who did it because you realized, oh shit, I just said like, that's my 3rd or 4th time on stream saying a slur by accident. I've never seen somebody accidentally say slurs like you. Like, there are alt-writers. There are alt-writers and dissident righties and shit who say slurs less on purpose than you seem to say on accident, Rich. So I believe it was you who took it down because it was a bad look for you. Just like it was you who was caught bodying and you just said that somebody else was doing it.
As a matter of fact, yeah, I think I'll tag YouTube creators. I'll probably get mogged with people, but I don't have the app on my phone. I don't really care. I don't have to see it.
He just types so lamely. Should I go to the next timestamp? Let's see. Yeah, we will. Fuck it. We're going to... Yeah, well, let's go. Let's fuck it. Fuck it. Let's get to the REPC. Let's get to the REPC part. So this stream right here. This right here is the REPC is this is a video by REPC. He does this little thing called DSP treats everyone like shit. Right? And, you know, just some excellent detractor content. Please go and watch it if you're interested in that sort of thing. Which a lot of you guys are, obviously. But anyway, you got Rich here. He was watching this. He was watching this, and then he got to a part of it where it starts talking shit about him. And REPC gets on that ass, bro. And okay, he gets to it. He says that REPC is like mentally ill or some shit like that. He stops watching it. He decides that he's going to continue watching the part specifically talking shit about him. It is okay. Why? Again, why do you feed the trolls like this, right? This is the worst thing. This is the worst thing you could have did, right? Because I have like zero doubt that REPC like watched this himself. He watched the segment we're about to watch of you reacting to his video and reacting to him and his friends making fun of you.
He wouldn't have. Nope. So, all right. The couth is completely gone now.
Okay, Tony Retardo. W's.
Oh, wait, hold up. Specialty Grex FS. I don't know if he'll do just flying type Pokemon. Zubats might remind him too much of the kids.
Chat for the Tony Retardo. He's not trolling.
You know what's funny about this too? So I admit that I made a mistake, but that's not okay. All right.
Yeah. Pause laughter.
You were right.
They weren't like it wasn't that you admitted to the mistake. It's the fact that like you were so adamant about it.
Hey, Tony Retardo, I have to. Everyone, put a W in the chat for Tony Retardo because
I love Max Payne 3.
An L for me because he wasn't trolling. He was telling the truth. I just assumed.
Keep in mind that he is like, this is a major win because I finally listened to him about a mic issue on his fake account. They're insane. They're just insane. This is your... I have no words. Okay, you got me, man. You know what? Incredible.
Assumed he was trolling, and that is on me.
I wonder if this is the poop sweater. I wonder if this is the sweater or the hoodie that he says that he poops in. I wonder if this is the one.
Apologies to you.
Because I've been curious. Because he has a few. He's only got... The only thing he, like, wears are plain gray and black tees or hoodies. So I'm curious.
You win, I lose.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's also how all of them too. And this is why I've also learned, unless I am truly sorry for something, I don't apologize. Because apologies, not just even to these weirdos, apologies in this sphere of doing business is just seen as, well, you apologize, so you're obviously guilty of it, so now I could weaponize it against you.
I think I saw that, the phrasing for Tony Retardo. I just didn't have the context for that.
Very funny. He would eventually go on to ban Tony Retardo anyway, though. Despite this, he never...
Yeah, well, I guess my intuitions were right. It was fucking the...
Okay, wait. So you're like, okay, I owned up to it. I apologize to Tony Retardo, but then you ended up banning Tony Retardo anyway. So now you understand why they made fun of you, motherfucker. Like, there was a reason why. Because you banned him anyway, because he made you look stupid on stream.
Captain Dental Problem Shroom Dukem. I mean, oh, I wonder why, man. I definitely shouldn't have banned him. Oh, wait, he's a fucking lunatic. I should have banned him.
Fix the audio. Because he claimed OBS was broken and that it was,
what?
That he wasn't able to fix it because OBS was broken. That's it.
OBS is almost never broken. It's like 90, I want to say 90% of the time, whenever people are complaining about OBS is fucking up, it's usually a skill issue. This was true when I was complaining about OBS. When I was complaining about OBS back when I first started getting, started streaming and shit, it was completely on me. I just didn't know how shit works yet. I still don't know how shit works a lot of time, but I've gotten better.
ReviewTechUSA is...
But yeah, somebody's blaming. If you blame OBS for why your stream is fucking up, it's kind of like blaming YouTube. It could be true. Most of the time, it's you. It's a skill issue. Sorry.
Such a moron. He couldn't come up with the idea of opening his settings window and changing the levels of volume from inside the game itself.
Yeah, it's true was pointing it out that, like, instead of adjusting in-game volume...
Thank you, Semi-Nobody, for sticking around.
Why is this... I
don't know what...
failing to see why this is such a big deal.
Sutton donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Hi, family of men and birds. I love you all and I'm here staying positive. You are all amazing and this councilman among men is very proud of you all. Peace symbol emoji.
I don't know what...
Thank you very much, man.
Are the Legos done?
Let's find out what other fucking drama that someone inserts themselves in with me. And again, what did I do besides commentate on his...
They told you what you did.
That's all I've done with the quartering. That's all I've done besides commentate on someone's public work. That's all I've done.
That's all that we do. What have I done besides commentate on somebody's public work? That's all we do. That's all I've ever done. All I do is just commentate on the shit that you put out willingly. I just commentate on your streams, commentate on your videos and shit.
With the quartering.
Commentate on posts you make on social media or that you used to make before, you know, you got rid of your account and now you only operate through socks.
That's all I've done with all these dudes. And then it goes, they make it nuclear because they can't take being criticized. It's not just Eric.
Trollington 3693 donated $6 Canadian and 50 cents through Super Chat. So my cousin needed a new computer, so I told him to get the i7 1700 horsepower mount.
Might give me an idea for a video.
He just adjusts all of OBS.
The power supply is good for that GPU? To say.
It's like...
No, he didn't know how to adjust OBS. He said OBS was broken. And he's so stupid, he couldn't even think to open the game.
Yeah, and here is the thing. They'll look to take down my channel for me mushing two words to fucking together to try to put out there that I actually said it.
That you mushed to... Okay. Again, let's... Holy shit. It's insane how much he wants to keep... He wants to keep going back and forth with this shit. Like, dude, that is not what happened. That is not what you did, bro. That is not... Hold on, let me bring it up again. Let's watch it one more time. One more time. This accidentally... Oh, I just slurred two words together.
Fucking Benny Johnson. When he's not sucking cock behind... Well, kike, too.
Okay, he said it twice.
Cock behind his wife's back. He's pushing propaganda for the Trump administration and sucking more cock. I don't know. I went to say cock and I said the word kike. Apparently.
All right, 3 times. You said it 3 times. Was it an accident all 3 times in a row, Rich?
Is that a slur?
Is it a slur? I don't know. Why did you think it was a bad thing to say if you didn't know it was a slur?
A slur. Here's what they're doing on Twitter. I hate them all, and I will never not hate them. I don't care how many times they apologize when this fucked up people.
You've literally wished death on people. You've literally wished death on people, Rich.
Your dream is done?
You're talking about dark humor, bro. Like, you literally said that you wanted PPP to die.
Never.
And you wanted it to be slow, because he would deserve it for being a fascist.
Never. Never. You know he would be all... If I did a 10th of what Eric is trying to do to me, he would be all over it like flies.
You have!
On shit.
What are you talking about?
They post stuff like this.
You have taken down people, bro.
They're hoping that...
You doxed the 1316 killer.
Elon Musk will jerk him off.
You doxed ReviewTechUSA and his kid.
That's unbelievable. What?
You hired a literal serial felon hacker to fucking dox your trolls for you.
What a disgusting...
You've done crazier shit than pretty much anybody who's ever talked about you has ever done. I've never fucking hired a felon as a mercenary to go after people on the internet I don't like. I've never done that.
Human being.
menu and do it through the settings. Instead, he had to be told to do that by his chat because he's a completely fucking incompetent person. Did I forget?
Let me, did you see the setup I put that? How I, like, I don't know.
Oh, this is competence? See, he's like, oh, how can I be incompetent? Look at my setup. Look at my setup, guys. Is this something that an incompetent person can look at? Look at this. I took a fucking tablet and I hung it up over my head. Look at this shit, bro. You can tell my IQ is at least 4 digits long. This is some shit. This is some shit that Phil would say to prove how smart he is.
Guess they have to find something because I'm sure they have never had a single technical issue at OBS. I'm sure these alpha...
Bro, you're acting like you're a tech guy. We all know that even though you called yourself ReviewTechUSA for fucking 20 years, you don't know shit about tech.
Real geniuses playing...
You see, at least with Jeremy, right? Jeremy LARPed is saying, oh, I got 10 years of tech experience. I'm a good IT. As soon as he got the money, he bounced on Be Your Own IT and never tried to LARP about knowing good shit. Knowing anything about tech again. Rich to this day still tries to act like he's an expert or, you know, some authority on the issue. Nigga, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Fucking 14-year-old who plays with his iPhone knows as much about tech as you do.
Mario Party, these strong masculine men. This is how I make enemies.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at these dudes. Look at these other dudes who are playing video games with their friends. I don't know anything about that.
I don't care.
I don't even play video games at all. And they're playing them with other people. They must be losers.
Have never. I'm sure you have never had OBS turn on one day, everything was working perfectly. Then the next day, OBS changed the settings. I am sure you have not done something from different setups and had issues with OBS. I am sure with your brilliant commentary over emulated Mario Party gameplay, the women are probably crawling all over you. I am sure you've never had any of those issues. You have to try to find something also to pigeonhole me in with Phil.
Why do you always go after women? Why is he so, like, bro, you are not an Italian stallion. You don't got bitches like that. You don't got hoes like that, bro. You don't get pussy like that. Why do you keep talking like you're some authority on fucking getting box? You're not. Bro probably does get laid more than you. It's not hard. I mean, can fucking Lauren even be considered like impressive enough to say, like, what are you bragging about? You got the same fat bitch pregnant like 3 times. Congratulations, Rich.
You know what Am got banned for in his chat?
Oh, remember? They could sit there and mock them. Could you remember? Because anyway, I was right. I was 210% right. They could lick my ass about Erica Kirk. Oh, look how he's so heartless. Everyone grieves differently. Oh, look, it's more than likely she's a CIA op.
Who has said that? Who has said that? Candace Owens? All the fucking retarded leftists you take all of your takes from?
But them mocking 2 protesters for being fucking murdered. The gun was already out of its holster and they put a hole in the guy's head.
That's not exactly what happened there.
Perfectly fine. No, it's not. No, it's not, you fucking pieces of garbage.
Also, why are you going in on this? What does this have to do with, like, what you're reacting to right here?
Fuck you. Go cry on Twitter about me for days on end.
In RTU's chat.
We aren't crying. Bro, we not get mad. Have you seen, for those of you guys who've seen what I say, what Richard Brunel says, what Renton Liar says, what 8-Bit Eric said, what any of us are talking about when we're talking about Rich on Twitter, nigga, we're having a grand old time. We're just laughing, bro. It's just jokes over there. Nobody is seething over you.
Probably just calling out his shitty audio.
I think he said he ate his daughter's eyes or something.
Well, no.
This is just like when Phil is like, you guys are so obsessed. I get you guys so mad. No, bro, we're laughing at you because you're retarded.
What I find amazing is one of them sounds like they're talking into a toilet bowl while they're talking about my audio, which they'll probably come back with because they are not intelligent that my audio right now doesn't sound like it usually does. Well, that's great. Let's take a listen to it. But them mocking 2 protesters for being fucking murdered. Oh, that's actually not that bad. It's better than what they have. You know, let me listen to the audio engineers on more of this, by the way.
No, I don't think...
Hopefully me watching this indirectly gets Shroom Duke him a couple more bucks to fix his fucking gnarly
Henry Michael 86, thank you for the $6.99 Canadian. I read the Dramatica article about Shoe on Head. Is all the Candid stuff true? Did she really break up with her boyfriend to appease Yuna-chan? Do you mean the Armored Skeptic? Because I'm pretty sure it was the Armored Skeptic who broke up with her so he could date like a younger girl or whatever the fuck, right? I'm pretty sure that's what happened. If you're talking about earlier boyfriend, I'm not sure.
Teeth. He's like one.
I do know that she was one of the Candid shills. Yes,
step away from Cyrax.
A lot of the skeptics were, and that was part of. Candid was one of. We'll get it when I do the skeptic documentary this year. But Candid was one of the many. There were like several drama arcs involving major skeptics, like back to back, that resulted in them ultimately just like self-imploding as a movement. Like several individual self-implosions. Like Worski self-imploded, Sargon sorta kinda self-imploded with his political career shit because he let his ego get too big. Stuff like that. We'll get to it when we get to it. Hybrid, thank you for the $5. Candace Owens is the only black person I've seen RTU agree with about anything. He's racist.
Have you seen him?
That's actually hilarious. Think about it. For some reason, she is the only black person who he approves of.
But I need to pull up a picture of that.
And she's totally, like, she's also the most anti-Semitic. He calls, like, other people. He says that my fucking shit, my documentaries about him are promoting hate. He calls Sly a Nazi. Fucking Candace Owens is, like, one of the most hateful producing anti-Semitic black people on the internet, and he's like her #1 fan.
That guy, he is a stunning human being.
And said that I did.
Maybe he's just weak to black girl magic. She put him under her spell. MN, thank you for $2. My friend tried so hard to get me uncandid in his. Good thing you didn't fucking listen. You probably would have had your information stolen and sold to Indians or Iranians or Chinese or some shit like that.
In fact, I said maybe you could fix your audio levels if you ate your daughter's ears as well.
And they're laughing. And again, these are the guys. Oh, wow, my channel got flagged. It must have been Rich. No, it hasn't been. Maybe it'll start being, though.
It's been already. We know. Why are you saying? Should I have to should I rewatch? Should I make a dedicated flag it stream? Right? Should I make a dedicated? Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should go back in time and I should just do a ReviewTechUSA gay op stream because he's done some of the most extreme gay opping I've seen from anybody. Right? Serial flag it. He's doxed people and their kids. Then somebody say that he's responsible for doxing 8-Bit Eric's kids, so that's pretty recent. Fucking hired a dude with like 28 felonies to dox people for him, right? He did that shit. And he's gonna pretend like he's had a squeaky clean record. No, nigga, you are filthy as fuck.
You bring up my kid.
You're saying now. Oh, now, maybe it's going to be. It's already been. That's why everybody's on your ass whenever anything happens. Whenever anybody's content fucking starts getting into some shit because of you. We assume that you did something because you have a fucking pattern of doing this.
No, it hasn't been. Maybe it'll start being, though. You bring up my kids, talk about my daughter's illness that almost killed her, making jokes of...
You did that! Nigga, you told us that. You literally made an entire video dedicated to telling us about what the fuck was going on with your daughter. We didn't need to know that, bro. You came on stream crying like a bitch. I mean, it's your daughter, but still, you didn't need to make that video. You could have just said, I got some family drama going on. Like, don't tell us all your daughter's business. Now we know. And now you got to fucking deal with all these you ate your daughter's eyes jokes. You got to deal with the you ate your son's ears jokes too, because you told us about his medical condition as well. Stop telling us all these fucking details about your family, you fucking weirdo.
About it and laughing right now. Maybe I'll change that. That's always been my golden rule, but honestly, a lot of you need to be fucking flagged. How about that?
Shroom Dukem agrees with me, based.
Maybe it'll fucking make you stop being such pieces of shit. I'm telling you, yeah, you know what? It's time. It's time.
It's time.
This will be the last time I let it be getting away with. You bring up
It's
shit
done.
like this about my kid.
All you fucking trolls, all you fucking A-logs, all you fucking detractors, you're done. You're cooked. ReviewTechUSA, he's like Putin in Ukraine, right? Them fucking Ukraine Nazis. They thought we were going easy on them, but now the gloves are coming off. We're gonna be in Kiev in 2 more weeks. Just you fucking wait. 2 more weeks, RTU is gonna take all of its detractors out. The gloves are coming off.
Your fucking channel from here on.
No more playing around.
Right now.
He was playing around for the last 15 years, but this time,
it's just a warning.
He's gonna hire a nigga with fucking 35 felonies this time to go after all his trolls.
People wouldn't give you that. Take it as a fucking courtesy. Next time I see this shit, see people mocking my kids, whether it's you or fucking Kino Casino, I'm flagging and reporting the channels. You guys don't.
You do not want to look, bro. Look, you got into. Bro has been stressing out because of that warning because from YouTube. He's been taking down streams. He's talking about people potentially flagging them, and now he's telling all of us, next time one of you brings up my kid, I'm just gonna flag you. I don't give a fuck. You do not want to go there, Rich. You really don't want to give people an actual reason to retaliate, because you're at that level now, bro. This ain't like during the Big Cheese Crusader days where you were at least, you had enough of an audience and you were seen as enough of a decent person for people to like rally behind you and not like, but you're an actual lolcow now. You're on the level of a DSP. And if you start doing that sort of shit, people will come back at you just as hard, if not harder. And you already got 1 warning on your channel. So I know you can't do that shit. Cause look, bro, when I got that warning, I wanted to do that Dark Viper AU video earlier, but I know that Dark Viper likes to flag shit. So he likes to give people fucking strikes on their shit and whatnot. He does it tactically. He does it intentionally. When he flagged Chut Logic those times, he did it in a way where it was back-to-back strikes where he had to take down certain content because he couldn't risk like his fucking channel going down because that's how he pays his bills. So that's the reason why I had to wait until my warning went away before I could make the Dark Viper video, right? I had to be a little bit of a good Negro, a good house nigga, until, you know, the warning went away. So I know that Rich should know that once you get that warning, you got to behave yourself. And he is not acting appropriately.
The same service for me. You will look for things to get me flagged. I don't do that. Now I am. I'm done.
Ames, you're saying he doxed Eric's parents his job in wrestling school. Oh, wow. But he, you know, you bring up his fucking family, he'll get all up in arms, even though we only know everything we know about his family because he tells us.
I don't care if I can't change their sub. Really, Rebsy? This is what you're about to? Like, do you understand that's a 6?
What do you mean this? See, this is something. This is probably the thing that gets Rich really mad, is the fact that Repsy is doing this because he hates the fact that people who troll and who really like that DSP detractors have slowly started to coalesce with the RTU detractors, and they're starting to become one family. And that really bothers Rich. That really bothers Rich that the people who shit on DSP are now becoming the same people who also shit on him. That was one of the things that bothered him about Sly. Sly has been talking about Rich. He was talking about Phil way before he started talking about Rich, right? And then it's like, not only is he black, how dare he? How dare he be a nigga? But he's also a nigga who's also a DSP detractor. And now he's like doing detractor shit to him too. And that really bothers Rich. But look, bro.
Little girl?
It's like, look, dude. Hold on. Look, dude. He started this. He's the one. Like a long time ago, he started. I should also, man, I got so many fucking ideas for ReviewTechUSA content. Now I'm thinking about doing a stream where he's like fucking going to war with DSP detractors, because he's been doing this for a while. He like actually declared war on the DSP detractor community like one day because he said that they're insane, right? You guys are too obsessed with Phil. This motherfucker, the nigga who eventually who kept celebrating the May 1st burst like it was the 4th of July, and who eventually got a tattoo on his body to commemorate the occasion, was telling the other DSP detractors when he lives off of their content, really, right? He was telling them that they were too obsessed, right? So you deserve this. You deserve this, Rich. You deserve becoming a target of the detractors yourself.
Like, do you understand that's a 6-year-old little girl? What does it have to do with me, besides you like seeing a reaction out of me? So, you know what? You're going to get that reaction out of me. Hope none of you don't lose your fucking channels.
Oh, okay. That's not... Ooh, that's dangerous, bro. That's very, very dangerous.
You said what? Whoa.
That's very... Don't say... Oh, you're going to regret saying this, Rich. If I was you, I would disavow this. Rich, you need to disavow this in your very next stream. While you still can, say, okay, I got a little overheated. I don't like it when you guys fucking talk about my kid, but no, I'm not about to start randomly flagging people. Because the way you're talking, if somebody's content goes down, they're going to immediately assume it's gonna be you, and you're gonna start having problems on your hand that you really don't fucking want.
Surprised you got banned?
That's good.
Bro, wait, no, you can't just say that's okay.
All right, well, some of them have some actual conscience there. I'm telling you, this is a warning. The next time I see something like this video is safe. I've said that 30 seconds ago. After this, though, no, I have the right to do it.
No, you don't. That is not how flagging works, buddy. And also, hold on, man. How much of that DSP content are you reacting to was made by detractors who don't fuck with you? I wonder how any of those detractors might feel when you start going at other detractors and start taking down their shit. I wonder if they might start fucking claiming the content of theirs that you react to for hours with minimal commentary on your streams. I wonder how they might feel about that. I'm telling you, Rich, you don't want to go down this road, bro.
There's no honor with you motherfuckers anyway, whether it be this community or the fucking politics or the anti-woke crowd.
At BloodyGB175 donated $5 Canadian through Super Chat. They're just finding the smallest nitpicks to cry about. They're just hating for hating's sake.
I mean, at least they're calling him out. I will give...
I mean, that's what a detractor is, of course. Yeah, we hate for haters' sake. That's what we do. That's what being a troll is.
Them that and take someone of...
I mean, there's nothing productive. There's nothing productive about fucking making fun of Darkside Phil, making fun of Ian Joma, making fun of Styx Hexenhammer, making fun of The Quartering, making fun of ReviewTechUSA. None of this is productive. Making fun of Cyrax or any of these lolcows. You know, it's for fun. That's what you do, Rich.
A step back.
You hate for haters' sake. Why do you make fun of Phil so much? What has Phil ever done to you or your family?
However, I'm just saying it now. You motherfuckers will try to flag me for shit that is wrongly flag me for...
Wait, Revsy has already fucked with him by privating a video mid-react. He does not want...
Should try to demonize me and trying to get strikes on my channel.
Dude, you don't even have proof that that's what's happening. You're about to manifest it. You keep talking, you're going to actually manifest the thing that you're claiming is happening to you.
What's wrong about actually going after you for things that are flag-worthy? TOS violation-worthy.
Okay.
One warning shot. That's it.
Dude, this is the shit that got you in trouble in 2024, bro. You talking like you part of the mafia or some shit. Like you got shooters out here. Like you about to start calling hits some motherfuckers and shit, dude.
One fucking warning shot.
This is exactly the type of behavior that got you in trouble in 2024. And here we are, almost 2 years later, you're about to start a new cycle for 2026. All you have to do is put the DSP reacts and gaming news videos in the bag and everything will be good. But no. You can't do that. It's too much.
You can shoot me. No, metaphorical Christ. Jesus.
Yeah, Officer Rich the Snitch. We already know you, Tattle, bro.
Fucking Christ.
We know you flag. We know you call the cops. You do it all.
I'm sure. Oh my God, Rich is threatening violence against me. How many fucking times I hear that?
You literally do. You wish death on people.
They don't deserve
I've never wished death on you, and I never will. I hope that you live a long and well, you know, that's probably not the case. But you know, I hope you live like a fun life for how many years your heart has left. I know it's struggling. Fucking heart is just, your organs are struggling every day. I hope you make it at least another decade, right? And I hope all your kids live as happy and healthily as they can.
Warning, but I will try.
I've never wished death. I wouldn't even wish death on Nick Fuentes. I'd never do that.
To mitigate the drama, but I'm tired of it. I don't get the same courtesy. How many things you guys
hard needs a break.
See that I can easily flag people for? Have I ever? I've even proven that I haven't. Easily flag people for.
Now, hold on, let me say it.
I don't get the same courtesy. How many things you guys see that I can easily flag people for? Have I?
Like what? What content are you talking about? What content could you possibly be talking about that you could easily like flag other people for? Because I don't know, this shit is transformative. What, for hate speech? Hate speech about like talking about your daughter's condition? Which, you know, it is mean-spirited, I'm not gonna lie. But it's also something that you invite. It's something you invite by like talking about it yourself.
They've even proven that I haven't. I know it's not the same for them. I would love to see their flag histories too. I would love to see it because they're probably the most egregious offenders and biggest crybaby flag bitches out there.
You sure about that?
It has nothing to do. You know what? Rebsy probably is like, oh, I know. I don't like Rich. I know he watches my shit. So here you go. That's exactly what it is. I'm assuming.
I mean, what's the problem with that? If somebody doesn't like you, why is it a problem for somebody to just say fuck you if they don't like you? Why is that such a big problem? I mean, if somebody reacts to that and say, all right, well, fuck you too, then, you know, that's whatever. But why am I obliged to treat you like a gentleman when you're a fucking slob who makes fun of other people on the internet yourself? You're obeying the same douchebag internet rules, but you want to be treated better for some reason. Garfield's Bizarre Adventure, thank you for $10. Look like EVS and the guy who used to do puppet shows for his trash cast have had a falling out. EVS got flagged, and now he's privated his previous... Oh, what? What? No! There ain't no way, dog. There ain't no way. Hold on, let me see. Ah, shit. Whatever, I know what the timestamp was on that. There's no way. All right, let me go to Comic Pro Secrets. No way, dude. Let me see. Trash cast. Okay, this seems fine. Let's see, 240. No, wait, hold up. Okay. There's one trash cast, but where's the other? Oh, no! Where are the trash casts, buddy? I remember there were a bunch of them. Where are all the Eric July thumbnails? There were a gajillion of them. Oh, no! Oh, see, it's literally years. No, not years, but months of A-logging Eric July down the drain in a single go. And Eric July didn't have to do a single thing about it. Oh my god. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Eric July wins again by doing nothing. It's crazy. It's crazy how much the do nothing strat is just so broken. It's so OP, bro. It's like when you're dealing with lolcows, this is what Rich doesn't understand. What Rich doesn't understand is that when you're dealing with lolcows, because a lolcow is just self-destructive in and of themselves, you really don't have to do anything in order for them to like fucking ruin their whole lives. You can just sit back and do nothing. That's why when you're dealing with lolcows, the just sit back and do nothing strat is very broken because the lolcow will just run into a brick wall or throw themselves off a cliff anyway. Just like what Rich is doing right here.
Because also, too, if you want to be part of that weird...
That's not going to impact it. Him removing all of those trash casts is not going to impact my Comet-Skate documentary at all, by the way. Because I watched some of them. It's worthless. Just a bunch of worthless bullshit in all those streams. The shit that's actually worthwhile has already been archived by clippers on other channels, on Twitter, and on Kiwi Farms. I will be good.
Detractor group, you have to dislike me. Look at what they just also did. With that being said, I can't stand Meerkat. He's a fucking piece of shit who also talked about my kid.
Wow. Okay, so everybody, Meerkat, Rebsy, who else? Who Ames, King Sly, Kinda Sav. Who's less? Tevin? You know, I actually do remember a stream where Tevin he wasn't like directly talking shit about RTU, but he was kind of insinuating that RTU is kind of just like a lolcow like Phil, right? And he was kind of slickly making fun of him. So are there any RTU, any dark side Phil detractors who actually still fuck with RTU? I think that they've all turned against him. I think that Phil is, I think that Rich and Phil are just in the same boat now for the vast majority of the DSP detractor community. One Buff Weeb, thank you for $2. Eric still won't debate after 3 to 5 years. 3 to 4 years.
Real tough guys. All of a sudden they have political differences, which I guess the two people...
Eric, is that true? You agreed to a debate with Rich and you won't... or are you talking about yourself?
On the show are literally...
I don't know this lore you're talking about a debate with 8-Bit Eric.
Fascist, because the other guy was a left-leaning and they kicked him off. They kicked him off, allegedly. So they're fascists.
Oh, Duty, right.
Oh, okay. Well,
wait, but I saw Duty, he was making fun of Rich too on Twitter.
At least you openly admit.
Which side is Duty on? It seems like Duty is on every side. He's playing both sides.
But you think it's something to be proud of. It's not. You'll regret it.
We'll regret it, guys.
But you get my point, though?
Oh, here's the thing. Here's the thing for Duty and for anybody else who engages in lolcow shit. You can be a fence sitter and not choose a side when you're just sitting on the sidelines and watching the circus. When you're like Duty and you actively participate in said circus, I'm sorry, you can't play both sides. That's not gonna work. Because now, what'll happen if you try and play both sides while also participating in the circus, then the circus clowns on either side will both go after you.
Yeah, so as much as I don't want to, I will hold to that word, and this is a warning. You talk about my kid and use it, I will flag your fucking channel, whether you are Kino Casino.
All right, that's a bad... I don't know, that seems like a very, very, very bad move. Going at... You really don't want to make... Because the Kino Casino audience is legit like 15 times at least bigger than Rich's audience. And they're also like sector niggas, right? So you really don't want to fuck with a big crowd of sector and internet blood sports fans or former fans. That's a very, very bad idea. Oh, what do you say? Gen VODs? Hello, it's the person he banned for literally posting links with no warning in anything. Fuck Rich, man. Saying I'm a weirdo and saying I'm drama farming. Starting when he's doing it more than me. Oh yeah, you should have. Did you have a membership? If you have a membership, then you can like drama farm all you want in Rich's chat, and he won't mind.
I'm tired. I'm tired of having to, abide by rules that none of my enemies abide by. Me, I have to sit there and be all well behaved, or someone might flag me if I hurt their feelings. It's the fucking Wild West. No, it's not. You could call.
I mean, it's not the wild. See, it's the Wild West, but like the Wild West, you kind of have to have when the sheriff isn't around, when the marshal isn't around, you kind of have to. There's like a gentleman's agreement. Everybody has to behave themselves, or else everybody will just start shooting each other. So
it's a crash out all you want.
What you're doing is the equivalent of a dude in a saloon, just like pulling out a gun and just aiming it at like random people, saying like, next person who says something about me, I'm gonna shoot, and then expecting like you're gonna be able to walk out of town without a hole in you. That's not gonna happen, bro.
You know what? So it's same rules of engagement. If I get fucked,
you act like that, then you ain't gonna be able to go out of town on the same horse that you came in on. I'm just saying.
Fucked with the gang, which I will. So,
all of us.
Hey, Asmongold, read your DMs, you lazy shit. Or else stop talking like.
Who is Mikey?
Who is Mikey? Who is Mikey?
About me like a bitch.
That was at
Who
5.
is? I want to know
is it a
what is the
chakra?
context of that? Who said that? What is the context? I'm interested. What is the context of the person who asked him that?
Hey, Asmongold, read your DMs, you lazy shit. Or else stop talking like.
Who is Mikey?
Who is Mikey? Let's see. Mikey made a joke about your kid. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I did. In my original documentary, I was like, look, bro, this is very serious and I wish the best for your daughter, but we don't need to know that bitch is turning into Helen Keller. I did say that. You know, that was inappropriate. But look, that's the only joke. That's the only joke I ever made about your daughter ever, right? And, you know, I'm not gonna apologize for it because it was hilarious, but but you know, I don't like make a joke. I don't like make it a thing to just keep making fun of your daughter and shit. But the thing about it is that he's acting like he doesn't know who I am. Like, nigga, you know who the fuck I am. You know who I am because, let's see, where is it? Where is it? Did he remove that stream too? He reacted to anyway, he reacted to my documentary on stream. He reacted to my quartering stream. To my quartering documentary on stream. So he literally knows who I am because he watched my whole hour-plus documentary about the quartering, and he knows for a fact that I have several videos and streams about him too. So he's playing dumb. He knows who the fuck I am. Anyway, oh no, I just remembered there was this one thing over here that I want to get to real quick before we get to the end of this. It was, what was it? I think it was, let me see. No, it was that. No, I think it was right here. No, it's close. It's close. I know. There we go.
Going after me, the guy who is the free speech absolutist, which none of them ever are, obviously, is trying to say that I said an anti-Semitic slur when I was saying something about sucking a cock. Actually.
Well, who's that? Who is that?
And I said,
hold on, let me slow this down. Let me slow this down.
Speech absolutist, which none of them ever.
So he's streaming about, he's seething about Eric.
Obviously. Is trying to say that I said an anti-Semitic slur when I was saying something about sucking a cock, actually.
What's that they're carrying?
And I said that thing. Oh, I'll get it in a minute. Thank you.
Oh, I can only bring it back down?
Is that food? Rich, is that your mama? Rich.
Sure, for now.
Wait, let me leave it over here.
No, put it back down.
Rich, is your mama coming down to the basement to bring you some din-din?
Okay.
Rich. He's in the basement. In the basement, he's got cock on one side. He's got cock on the other side. And he's seething about his other middle-aged trolls. And his mama comes down to the basement to bring him a snack to feed her big boy because she knows he loves to eat.
So the guy...
And he doesn't even react to it because he's like, who gives a fuck, right? They know. They already know. They know my mama comes down in the basement. They know that she comes here to tell me to raise my kids or, you know, give me snacks or whatever. They already know. It doesn't even, he doesn't even like get upset anymore. He doesn't even react to it. So anyway, we're going to react to this last part here.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, well, I had to delete a bunch of streams because YouTube won't give me a straight answer on what they flagged my fucking video for.
They wouldn't tell him. It's just a mystery. He doesn't know.
Oh, that
I wonder why.
was annoying too. It's been a week.
Was it the slurs? Was it the saying that you would shoot ice? Maybe it was that time you wished death on like 3 people and you hoped that one of them would die slowly because he's a fat fascist.
The problem is with my kids, I need to watch my entire stream. But even still.
Oh, that's terrible. Look at how.
The problem is with my kids, I need to watch my entire stream.
The idea of having to watch back his own content just makes him sick. He knows that he makes like dog shit slop. The idea that he has to sit back and just watch that shit to see what he got wrong, right? To see where he fucked up. Hey, you notice something, right? You'll notice something about this stream. Notice how he doesn't take off his clothes once. He doesn't take off the poop hoodie once. The poop hoodie stayed on. I wonder why. Maybe that's the reason why your shit got flagged, Rich. Maybe that's what happened.
But even still, it's just bullshit because
yeah, thank God. Thank God that YouTube put a warning on this nigga. YouTube warned this motherfucker and told him, hey, enough of the man titties. You're not doing that. This is a family website. You're not fucking making anybody blind anymore.
Absolutely factually.
Thank you, Neil Mahan, for making ReviewTechUSA keep his fucking clothes on. Thank you.
Have the time code. You just.
I won't tolerate any anti-Indian sentiment in my chat after Neil Mahan forced ReviewTechUSA to finally stop taking off his clothes for money. I won't take it.
Flag video and put a warning on someone's account.
Susan Wojcicki, she just let this motherfucker get away with anything. Fucking just taking off. He was going full cam girl when Susan was running the show. But we get a real Indian running YouTube and suddenly fat motherfuckers got to stay with their clothes on.
Out with no time code? Maybe they do. That's insanity. Of course you have a time code. It's ridiculous to think that you don't. It probably tells you the timestamp, what it thinks was said or done, and you know all that. Why don't you give it up?
Wait, Reaper, you're Indian? What the fuck?
The only reason you wouldn't is because it is a nothing burger and nothing was TOS violating. You're either sweeping for somebody or you're just simply sweeping for your AI system that.
Are you a Brahmin, Reaper?
You don't want to make seem like has issues. You want to pretend it's infallible. It's not. Again, like I know I'm repeating myself. Moist Critical said this too.
Oh, okay. Well, you know.
They don't want to instill doubt in their system because it's not in their it's in their worst financial interest to do that. It's in their best financial interest to pretend it's perfect or close to perfect.
I don't know. I feel like it really is in YouTube's interest to like keep you keep your shirt on. And that's how he ends the stream. That's how, man, what a no. Oh wait, hold up. No, there's a minute left. Final minute is of dead air.
Yeah, you need a break from social fucking media, man. That's for shit sure. It can fucking drain you, dude.
Are you on social media? You only have like the one account that you say you only use for Grok. So why are you on like...
Absolutely fucking drain you.
Motherfuckers went to Blue Sky just to do the exact same shit they did on Twitter. But it's even worse than it was on Twitter because now they have nobody... See, at least let's say you're like an insufferable leftist. You're an insufferable leftist on Twitter. There are like enough moderate left-leaning people and righties there to finally temper you and keep you from becoming like fully insane. But over there on Blue Sky, it's nothing but insufferable left. Like people like Movie Bob are the moderates over there on Blue Sky. So it's just a fucking insane asylum of just left-leaning, the far left people just making other far left people insane with their takes that they just reverb back and forth to each other. And nobody there to moderate it with like, I don't know, some more sensible shit. Nobody to tell them that, you know what, actually we shouldn't be talking about gunning down ICE agents in the street. That probably isn't a smart thing to do. Yeah, that's what Blue Sky is. It's fucking left-wing Arkham. That's all he did.
And so,
fucking Jack left Twitter. He sold Twitter to Elon Musk just so he can make a fucking leftist Arkham Asylum. And the people who run Blue Sky, they occasionally like get in fights with the people who use the site because they aren't as radical as the average Blue Sky user. It's weird.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. It's been a fucking disaster of a stream. There's no other way to word it, but hopefully it still entertained you in some way. And I will see you later today with some videos. Have a great evening. And think of Becky Boop.
We know you are, right? You know, man, you can tell. I bet he still like wanks one out. He probably wanks a couple of them out to Becky every once in a while, right? Like, there's no doubt. I have no doubt that he still does that. He's still obsessed with this bitch to this day. Like, why? How thirsty are you that you're still like yearning for Becky Boop all these years later? This bitch isn't even relevant anymore. No, everybody else forgot about Becky Boop, but not fucking Rich. I bet Keemstar brings her back in 2026. He's gonna bring Becky Boop back like the fucking the WWE. Occasionally they'll bring somebody back like The Rock or fucking you know, they'll bring back some old classic star from the Attitude Era. That's what the Keemstar is going to do with Becky. Becky's going to fucking show up at Fat Camp and she's going to get into a fight with Amber Lynn. And it's going to go fucking viral. I bet that's going to happen. Anyway, that was his stream. His 10-hour Sekiro stream with no Sekiro gameplay. Why would you not at least? Why would you not at least just fucking... Bro, why wouldn't you just change the thumbnail? Thank you, member. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. There was no Sekiro in this fucking stream, bro. Just change the thumbnail. Just put Phil on it like you want to. And he said, I'll be back with some videos. He didn't upload a fucking video after this. Maybe, hold up, maybe he was talking about Tech25 ASMR. Oh no, he hasn't uploaded a video there in over a month. He said he was going to do some political shit. He hasn't done that either. Jesus. He hasn't done anything. And then he wonders why he can't accomplish anything. Anyway, that was RTU. That was RTU seething his ass off. It just doing what he does best. It's good to know. It's good to know that he decided to start the year off strong. It's good to know that we're going to get a lot of that classic RTU. We thought he was going to learn. We were real worried there. I was actually really worried there for a sec that has Rich decided this year that he's going to clean up his act and get back to his old shit, right? But nope. Nope, he's going to do the same shit that's been getting him in trouble for the past few years. This is the VOD playlist. This VOD will also go into this playlist once I end it in another minute or two. Anyway, I got a lot of content that I have planned for February. I got like 2 videos, 2 kind of big videos. I try not to do that either. I try not to put the big videos together, and I like to space them out. I like to give you guys like one mealtime video around 30 minutes or so, and then I'll get like a bigger hour plus, maybe even 2 hour plus documentary like between that. So that's what I have, one of those planned. My upcoming documentary is going to be one of those bigger videos, right? But I got another big videos. It's not like a mealtime video. It's another hour plus long documentary. And I'm going to struggle. I'm going to struggle getting to them. But to my credit, I am working on it right now. I'm not waiting. Part of the reason why that Black Lives Matter video, even though it was only like 30 minutes, part of the reason why I had a hard time getting that video out when I wanted to is because I didn't even know that video was supposed to, I didn't even know I was making that video until like halfway through January. I legit went through 3 or 4 different video ideas before I got to the Black Lives Matter video. And when I say I went through them, I was like, actually, I wrote a script. I wrote like 2 different scripts. I was collecting a lot of content. I could actually do a fucking stream off of 2 of these topics, but I might want to revisit them later in the year, depending on how they develop. I don't know. We'll see. So, you know, that Black Lives Matter video, that shit was kind of something that I scrambled together in 2 weeks, and that's why it's only half an hour long. But it's still like, you know, it didn't take me a month to finish. It took me half a month to finish. If I had actually started working on something like that the whole month, I might have made it a 2020 documentary. Because I feel like I might do that in the future. I might do a 2020 documentary because that year was fucking wild. And like, I know it. We know that 2020 was a wild year. But while I was doing the documentary, while I was working on the Black Lives Matter video, it started coming back to me in waves. I'm like, holy shit. Man, that shit was crazy. A lot of the country legit went fucking insane, dude. One Buff Weep, thank you for $5. Eric July is a hairy-shouldered chud I've been trying to debate. I was supposed to do the XC Coco voice for Rich, but then he went crazy. Oh, okay. You were talking about doing a debate with Eric July. Okay. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know. Maybe I can talk to him for you. Maybe you guys can have that debate. I would love to see it happen. MSCJ, thank you for the $4.99. Thanks, Mikey. This helped me get through work. Oh, no problem, bro. No problem. A 2020 documentary will be fire. Oh, it'd be cool. You know, I'll get to it after I get through this other shit. Because I promised you guys a lot of documentaries, and they are coming. The Cometsgate documentary, the second Cometsgate documentary is coming. Nick Fuentes documentary is coming. The Skeptic Community documentary is coming. The Gamergate documentary is coming, but that's going to have to be later in the year. I'm sorry. Gamergate, that's too much. Gamergate is one of those, it's going to be like the Nick Fuentes documentary. I already know. It's going to take up almost 2 months, right? I might have to just fucking work. The only content I put out when I start working on a Gamergate documentary, it's probably going to be nothing but fucking streams for like a month or 2 while I like do everything. That shit's going to be ridiculous, right? I'm also going to do the Kick Vic, right? I got a lot of shit I got to get to, but I'm going to get to all of it. I've also thought about doing a Dabblerverse documentary, but I might just wait to see. I don't know. I thought about doing a Nick Rekieta documentary, but I really don't want to commit to that until Josh gets the body cam footage. I've said this before. The day that Josh confirms he has the body cam footage and he shares it on Kiwi Farms, I'll drop everything and immediately get started on the Nick Rekieta documentary. No, like absolutely, without hesitation. No matter, I will drop whatever project I'm working on and immediately start on a Rekieta documentary if Josh ever gets that body cam footage. I swear I will. So I might delay the Dabblerverse until I get to that. Plus, I got other stuff to do. But anyway, there's a lot of stuff we're doing this year. You know, it's a lot of fucking, a lot of content. The Ralph documentary. Every time I think about doing the Ethan Ralph documentary, I don't know, bro. It's like, look, it's just a lot. It's a lot. Like fucking, sometimes I go through Ralph's page. I go through his thread on Kiwi Farms, and I'm like, holy shit, he's got multiple threads. And there'll be one arc. There'll be one Ethan Ralph arc, and it'll be like longer than the average thread for another whole person. And it's like, holy shit, dude. That's another Nick Fuentes tier documentary. And I don't know if I want to take out, I'm already going to have to take extra time for the Gamergate doc. I don't know if I'm going to want to have to take out like another, like that's 4 months. That's going to be 4 months between just 2 documentaries. So I have to choose. Honestly, I should do the Gamergate documentary before I do the Ethan Ralph doc anyway, because, you know, that's like a lot of Gamergate, a lot of his lore goes back to Gamergate. A lot of these dudes' lores do. Yo, Harmon, we have the transcript, don't we? Oh, the transcript? Yeah, we do have the transcript of what happened at the Ricada household when the police pulled up. But I want the body cam footage. I don't want to... I mean, I could do it. I basically did that with the quartering. But I couldn't find his content, but I was able to find the transcript. So I might do that instead. I don't know. It depends. Anyway, thanks for showing up, you guys. I appreciate y'all. I will see you guys later.